Let me put the message out in the Discord.
Bet.
Now we're just gonna give it 1 minute. Good. Refresh. I always pull up the stream on the side of my laptop.
Yeah, so how's that 2K build, man?
Man, I need to get on. I'm gonna try to grind a little bit this weekend, even though I got a busy weekend. Oh man, why didn't the
Yeah,
title
we
change?
about to be a level 12 crew, man. We going places.
Let's see if this changes the title. But yeah, I mean, I like the power forward build. I just gotta get them upgrade a little bit, especially once I get the cap breaker plugged.
Man, I'm about to make me a 7-4 build, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of
Yeah,
everybody else having all the
I played one
fun.
the other day and got killed.
Tired of everybody else just shooting over people. I want to shoot over people too.
Post the pic in here. What pic's he talking about? Oh, the pic. I was getting like picture. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he wrote it like a picture.
He wrote it. He
Yeah.
wrote it like picture though.
Yeah.
He's watching
Yeah.
the movie. Can't listen. Oh
Man,
man.
tell that nigga, man. He could wait. How about that, man? He could figure it
Yeah, he
out later.
can't give us a listen, man. Come on, yo.
Hey man, when we getting Ron on the pod?
Man, Ron, he not a man. I could just tell you he be getting banned on Rivals all the time for the shit that he said. So
Oh,
you
that's
know that's
crazy.
just
All right,
he was saying some crazy shit.
we ready to get started for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was right.
Welcome to the RoShow League Podcast Network.
Hello everyone, we're your hosts. I'm 6-time champion Dark Raven 2019, aka Jeff.
You know, 9-time champion and first overall pick in the team draft this year, Trill Boy Twan.
And it's your boy Ill Willie 215, most hated, most debated. Welcome to our show, everyone. We like to start it off on behalf of the RoShow Network. We'd like to give a huge shout out to one of our users, our man out there, Hollywood, aka Wood, for the addition to the brand new baby to his family. We sending out best wishes and cigars to you, fam. Hope everything's going well with the missus. But we have we have a special show for you guys today. We will be going over a mock draft of our Madden 26 team selections. And, from our 9-time champ and our GOAT of the league, we're going to give the floor to none other than Ill Trill.
All right, two things. First off, Il Trill is crazy. First off, Il Trill is crazy. Second off, I appreciate you, saying the goat Trill, man. I appreciate that. But on the other hands, man, first I would like to say, man, shout out to the Road League, man. This is one of the best Madden leagues I've ever been a part of. I mean, we talk about the Waddle League, me, Spaz, Ray. We talk about the Waddle League a lot, and as fun as the Waddle League is, man, I don't think it compares to what we have here on the Road League. And it comes down to the users, because without the users, there is no league. So first, I'd like to shout out all the users, and then I'd like to shout out Mike. You know, he beat me. The better man won in the Super Bowl this year. So I want to say shout out Mike on his victory. Now he's currently at 9 rings. But, I think we all here for the first overall pick to see what team I'm picking. So, it's been a hard decision for me. This is the hardest decision for me, this Madden, compared to other Madden. Other Maddens, it felt a little more simpler. But for this one, I really struggled. But, for this Madden, man, I think I'm Yeah, I'm a roll with the New York Giants, man. That's the team I'm rolling with the first pick of the road league.
Oh wow! You know, I had that as like a sleeper pick. I'm the one to put that down as the last one
Wow.
for potential teams, but to actually see
Wow.
it transpire, it's kind of weird. But I mean, like, I'm not mad at the pick. You get Malik Neighbors, you get the best D line in the game, a young corner. Like, I mean, that's outside perspective. But Trill, you want to tell us like what made you decide on the New York Giants?
You know, the first thing is for me was to having a full division because for like 3 Madden straight, I've had a CPU in my divisions, and I'm like, for this Madden, man, I'm gonna lock it down. I'm like, man, this Madden is it's no way I'm gonna get a CPU because them points add up. And then in the same breath, I also want a competitive division. I just don't want no. I can't use the B word, but I don't want no scrubs in my division that I could just beat up on. I actually want a competitive division to challenge myself. So, with that being said, I think the Giants is going to give me that. With the Eagles, Commanders, and the Cowboys, there's going to definitely be some good games being played out there. But I think that was the main decision for me is my competitive nature. That's just what I do. I'm like challenging myself.
Yeah.
Now I can respect that, Trill. Now, my question would be: given that you chose the AFC, I mean the NFC East, and you were eyeing competition, making sure you were in a full division. Now, what made you was the Giants pick? Was it the uniforms or something like like what was it? I mean, because every team in that division, I feel like you could rock with, but what was the ultimate, decider between all of those teams in that division?
I think the decider for me was having somebody like Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, and
Mm,
then you could look at that. The defense is kind of built a little bit. I got to work on like the linebackers a little bit, but corners aren't bad, and then that D line is crazy.
I agree.
Like even with the Saints team, everybody was talking about my D tackles or whatever, man. I mean that Giants team, man, it got potential off of it to really wreak havoc.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you get some young defensive backs you can kind of develop. So
Yeah, that's just kind of how I felt about that team. And I know Hoodie's probably somewhere in the corner, like, man, why would he do it or whatever, man. I'm not thinking
Mm,
about you, Hoodie, man. I'll care less.
mm.
This ain't got nothing to do with you.
yeah,
This is a me decision.
yeah. I mean, we talked about it before. I mean, I didn't think there was any chance the Giants were going to fall to him anyways, even if you had gone a different direction. Just the Giants are a good team this year. Rookie quarterback, the defensive line, like you talked about, Malik Neighbors. You got some other nice young wide receivers. Like it's not too late to develop. Jalen Hyatt, Darius Slayton. He's a little older, but he's still a fast receiver you can play. Like Theo Johnson. Like there's it's just a good team for you to develop, but also play well with off rip.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. I agree. That's a great pick. I mean, and you definitely guaranteed yourself because I mean, there's no way anybody could pass up on the Commanders. We already know Cowboys and Eagles are getting picked for sure, but there's no way anybody can really pass up on the Commanders.
It's, the division for the most part is, I'm assuming it's going to be with competitive users. Like Trey, he's probably going Cowboys. But
Mm.
then it's going to be Byron and G. Because I know Carr, he got his wish. He's going to pick Panthers for sure. So he got his wish. But Byron and G, I'm thinking G and they're going to pick Eagles, Commanders in that order. And if they
Mhm.
don't, one of them's probably going to go to Detroit. One of them's going to go to Detroit.
Well, let's not go too far yet because
I'm not gonna go too
let's
far. You're
let's
right.
let's
You're
save
right. You're
some for
right.
the mock.
You're right. I did
Yeah,
just go to
he's
you. You're
jumping the
right.
gun a little
Yeah,
bit,
I did just
but
jump the gun.
I want to ask you, Trill, did you have your decision finalized like earlier this week, or did you just kind of like
Mm,
lock it down like today?
no. I've been playing like some head to heads the past couple of days to try to get a feel on what I like.
Right.
Cause I know you was pocket watching me and you saw me on the Seahawks.
I did.
That was my original team was the Seahawks. But there was too much. I felt that it was going to be a CPU first off in my division, and then second, I think it was going to be too much I had to develop with that Seahawks team
Yeah,
to really compete.
yeah, that's fair. Well, when we were doing our pre-planning meeting on Wednesday night, what was you thinking when I said I'm gonna pick the Giants because I could see Trill picking them as a sleeper? Like, were you
Yeah, I
having
mean
any reaction?
at that moment, the Giants wasn't locked in at that moment, but it was definitely a team. I was like, damn, man, that's a nice pick. But it's crazy because Car actually called it when he
Yeah,
like earlier today, like he said the three team, like all three of those teams was the teams I was looking at: the Vikings, Bears, and Giants. Those are my three teams.
yeah,
Okay, not bad, not
So,
bad.
so
I
you know,
like
I,
it.
I think I was looking at the Vikings, but they had a lot of older players. Like they had a lot of superstars, but they were all old outside of like Jettas and Dylan Shaw. It was like a so I would have to really like rebuild that on the fly. And, and then the Bear that was my second choice was the Bears. Like even today, it was either Bears or Giants. But I was just liking Dark a little bit more than I was liking Caleb when I was playing. So I think that was the ultimate decider.
yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, I ran a couple games early on, like opening weekend of Madden, because like the Giants were like one of my four teams. Like I was looking at like, if I do a good enough team, maybe I will actually pick them. So no, I like to pick a lot actually. So I think it's gonna fit your playstyle really well. All right. Will you get any other final thoughts, or should we get started with the mock draft?
No, I mean, I will say I'm shocked by the pick. I didn't have the Giants in mind as a selection, but I also knew that the NFC West, if he was to go NFC West and the South weren't options. So I mean, yeah, those teams that Car put out there, I didn't see Vikings as an option for you either. That's a bit of a surprise, but I mean, I like it though. I like what you bring to the league as far as going out there and venturing out and not always picking the best team. Um, I like that basically you're proving how good you are compared to like I said, some other guys who in a sense they're a little bit of a front runner, because like I said, ever since I came into the league, guys been picking top five consistently, and it just hasn't changed. But they're always picking the best teams. They haven't really ventured out to get, let's just not even to go say like reach down and go get a bum team, but not even just like they won't even really go get mediocre teams. Like I don't know what fears they have, or they just need to have all the infinity stones from the beginning. But a lot of other guys are putting in a lot of work to be competitive and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of grinding that guys got to do. But I like the pick. I like what you're doing for the league, and leaving leaving a lot of the top teams out there for guys to pick is definitely going to make team selection interesting again. Because I feel as though some teams are going to fall down to places that they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, it kind of happened like that last year for the Eagle. They fell to you,
Yeah,
and
which
then
is great.
The Niners fell to Red. So it's definitely it's something just seeing those top teams kind of fall a little bit.
Hmm. And I mean, you might create a super division over there.
I mean,
Quite honestly,
that's the goal, man. The cream of the crop. Let's run it.
like
Let's
it's
get this bread.
it's crazy because honestly, depending on how the picks go, I can see the NFC being the four division winners in the NFC East. Like guys in them other divisions, man. I don't know if y'all don't win y'all division, it ain't gonna be no playoffs for y'all.
But yeah, it was like that for the NFC West because of how not trash, but how underwhelming it was.
Hmm.
But I for sure kind of was playing into that. Let's get the most competitive division, World League history, man. Let's get it, man. That's my idea of
Okay.
Yeah,
what I wanted to do.
yeah, and I'll go throw this out there now. If The Ravens aren't there. Let me know if you want to swap picks, Byron. I'll run in the NFC East.
Oh, you slide dog, Raven. You slide dog.
All
Like
right.
that. Like
We ready to get started here?
let's hit it.
All right. So the second pick in this year's draft is going to end up being the reigning Super Bowl champ, Sniper McKell, aka Mike, 9-time champion, won the most recent Super Bowl. He's the leader of the Spice Boys. If you're in the league, everybody knows what that is, but it's just a nickname given by Rock, one of the other users in the league, to a group of the guys from Boston, and just kind of stuck with him. In our pre-production meeting, we listed out some potential teams for him as the Chiefs, Ravens, Eagles, and Patriots. Now, Willie, I want to give this floor to you in terms of making the actual mock pick.
As far as who he takes,
Yep. So what we'll do is you'll go ahead and do Mike, and then I'll do the person after him, and then Trill will go after that person. We'll just keep that order going.
okay. Well, given that we got Mike, he's in the AFC, and we know how Mike likes to play. Yeah, Mike's going to probably take. He's probably not going to run it back with the Chiefs. If he wasn't the Chiefs last year, I'll say he'd take the Chiefs this year. But yeah, he's probably going to take the Ravens off top.
All right. No, I could see that as well. I mean, he gets Lamar Jackson, one of the best quarterbacks in the game, especially this year. Running quarterbacks are a lot better with the being able to move in the backfield with them in terms of like juking and all that. And I mean, they're just a stacked team across the board. Zay Flowers, Derrick Henry. The defensive back room is insane. Roquan Smith. I mean, the defensive line is maybe what you could say is the biggest weakness, that our offensive line, but they still got some great players on both sides. What do you think, Trill?
Yeah, I think he's gonna take the Ravens. However, I wouldn't be surprised if he take. I wouldn't be like shocked if he took the Patriots because he's been saying that all year.
Yeah.
But I think the temptation of just having Lamar and all them weapons, I think that's gonna be too much for him. I think he's gonna go Ravens.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I've already said this to you guys. He gets 2 wins by picking the Ravens. 1, he gets one of the best teams, but 2, he also gets to spite me in terms of picking my team. So.
Yeah, that's a 2-for-1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had a joke, but I'm gonna let it slide, man. I ain't trying to ruffle feathers, man.
Let's hear it, Trill.
Yeah, man.
Man. I don't know when Raven said, "Oh, he got 2 wins," I thought he was talking about Rowe, man. That's what I thought he meant. Man, my bad, man.
Better hope he's not on tequila tonight.
Yeah.
Man, my bad, bro.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so
I like it.
Go ahead, Willie. What was you gonna say?
No, I was just saying I like it. I like it. I think he definitely goes Ravens. But yeah, let's get to the next guy. Let's get to the crybaby.
Yeah, so with the third pick, we have Trey Dean. Shout out to Trey Dean, top 5 pick in back-to-back years. He's known for his slogan, "Whoop ass for real." He hates snitches and rats. For a while there, he took on the role as the exterminator in the RoShow lead. He's a trade committee president. And in our pre-production meeting, we mentioned some teams he might take as the Cowboys, Chiefs, and Dolphins. So for the format, when we were doing a pre-production meeting, we did 2 AFC and 2 NFC teams for each person. And Trey Dean's been saying for a while now that he wants to run it with his Cowboys. And with him being in the NFC here, and with Trill being an NFC East team, I think that's exactly what he does. I think he takes the Dallas Cowboys and runs in the same division as Trill.
I agree, man. I think he goes Cowboys.
Yeah, the way he was talking, that's why we got him there. Cowboys. It seems like a match made in heaven for him. But it just seems like bad timing. Like, you want to take the Cowboys when they don't have Parsons. Like, come on, man.
But he'll have an extra first-round pick, so.
Yeah, so let's just say, if these hometown guys claim, they're going to take their team, let's see if they do it.
Oh, that's real, man. There's a lot of pretender fans out here that they claim their team on Sundays, but hey man, why'd you pick your team in the road league, man? They like, no, I'm not doing that. They trash. I'm doing that. There's been a lot of that going on with the Patriots,
A whole
Cowboys
lot.
a little bit, Cowboys too. He's just like, damn, y'all can't be repping y'all teams the way y'all rep them and not want to be them when the lights get bright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
right.
if he doesn't take him now too, there's also going to be talks like, is he running from Trill? Does he not want to be in the same
Mm.
division as Trill? But I would say Trey Dean's the one person I would not expect that from, just because like he's ran it in the same division as Mike a couple times. Like he intentionally put himself in Mike's division. Like Trey doesn't run from smoke, you know. Whether he's ready
Nah, he
for it or
doesn't.
not, who knows? But he's not going to run from it.
Yeah, I agree, man. Trey's definitely the one. I don't think that would pick the Cowboys. I mean, he doesn't seem to be that type of dude that would run from smoke.
You know. Yeah, shout out to Trey Dean, man. He's been on the podcast a couple times. I have to get him back on here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. I'm gonna let you guys handle this pick.
Yes, sir. Next, we got one of the co-hosts of the podcast, your boy Dark Raven, 2019, 6-time champion. 5 of them was on the Atari.
Hey, hey.
5 of them was on the Xbox 360.
Before there was an
Xbox
analog
One.
stick,
Xbox One. You better be careful.
the new game with the controller was just a
He
D-pad.
was on the yeah, and
It's
then he
just
was on the
one
black and
button,
white,
one
the
joystick.
black and white screen with
We
the
used
box
to we used to meet
TV.
up. We used to meet up at the arcade every week.
Let me stop, man. Shout out Raven, man. 6-time champion, host of the pod, co-commissioner, the tech guy. You know, he's very tech savvy. Most of the commissioners are a little older, so Raven kind of balances it out with his youth and his knowledge of the technology. But for
Mhm.
his potential teams, he's a Ravens fan. As he's an AFC team, we're just gonna stick with our potential teams with the Ravens and Bengals. And if Mike doesn't go Ravens, it's going to be obviously Ravens for Raven. But if that doesn't turn suit, I think we got the Bengals. I think that's his team for the mock based off of what we have so far. So I would say Bengals for play with Joe Burr and Jamar Chase. Run it back. He had a good little run with the Bengals with Madden 23. He had a little run. No Super Bowl appearances, but never mind, man. Let me not trash on my co-hosts.
No, he had a good run with the Bengals, but no, yeah, that's just another team that he's been, publicly honest about, saying that he had interest in. For obvious reasons. They're just a good setup for what he likes. So I mean, I don't think there's really much to it. There are really not many other options, and then plus, he has since Mike is going to probably take his Ravens. Why not go whoop Mike's ass?
That's what I'm
For
saying.
doing
Oh,
so.
yeah, man, get them reps up against Mike. Yeah, why not? So show him he should have picked the Patriots. That's the goal when you pick the Bengals, is to kind of show like, man, why'd you want this smoke?
Hmm.
So yeah, I definitely say Bengals would be his next choice if the Ravens aren't there.
Yeah, I think that's hands down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's.
we'll see. I'm gonna have to get some practice in on the game this weekend. Now we know Trill's going to Giants. I know which conference I'm in, so I got a couple of teams I want to practice with. So we'll see what happens.
So we will see.
All right. Up next, we got Byron the Man. Byron, pick number 5. Top 5 back-to-back years. He's a co-commissioner. Completed the Real Life Buffalo Bills Challenge. 4 appearances in the Super Bowl. We're not going to talk about how those games went. Potential teams. With him going to be in the NFC, we had mocked him to the Eagles and Lions. I would throw the Packers in there as a dark horse. Willie, where do you think he's going?
Um, I think Byron goes Eagles. They're the best team. Well, they're the best team, overall in the NFC. And they have a lot asset wise. So I think that'll probably be the move for Byron. Um, Plus, I think he goes to that, try to help build that super division. Now that we already know Trill's confirmed, and more than likely that trading's going Cowboys. Why not go over there and join the festivities?
Yeah, I agree because I think Byron doesn't want to play in the NFC North again. I think he's tired. I don't think he want to run it back. Even if he goes like Detroit, I know we got Detroit as a team. It's like, does he want to play in that division again? I think he has a higher chance of going to where me and Trey are and going to the NFC East, and I would say he go Eagles.
Yeah, man. I think, I'm sure he'll make some transactions with that team because I don't know if he'll necessarily want to play with Jalen Hurts or some of those other players, but I think they're a solid team for him to choose. I mean, he starts off with great pieces everywhere, but he also has players he can move if he wants to kind of shift that roster around. And on top of that, he's just going to be in the same division as Trey Dean and you. Like, I don't think, competitively wise, he respects you, but I think he'd be going in that division more just being the same division as Trey Dean because they're both Texas boys.
Yeah, they kind of did that with him and G last Madden
Right.
with the Packers and Lions. So I think he might do more of the same.
Rose said, so none of the top guys stepping out of the comfort zone of having a top 10 other than Trill. I mean, I would say, if I go Bengals are not the second best AFC team for being real. So, I mean, that is nowhere as close as going to, the Giants or Trill, but yeah, I mean, what other team were people going to want to step out of their comfort zone for so early, I feel like, you know what I mean?
The Cowboys, for Trey, the Cowboys are like an 81 overall team right now, so they're not even a top team. That's kind of their brand. You would think they're a top team, but with Parsons gone, their team not that good. You don't have to build a little bit with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, losing Dexter Lawrence and Parsons in subsequent years, man.
Dexter Lawrence.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about.
No,
the other Lawrence.
There's two Dexter Lawrences. Dexter Lawrence is second on the Giants, and then there's the regular Dexter Lawrence that was on the Cowboys. But I think he's a Seahawk now.
Yeah, no, was it Dexter? DeMarcus Lawrence, ain't it?
Yeah, D-Law. D-Law.
We're tripping.
Yeah, D-Law.
I'm a little tipsy.
Whatever the hell his name is, you know what I mean? I mean, he's a fucking Cowboy. Fuck him. That a Cowboy.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I only remember Eagles players, but like that. He was some. I can't remember the bum Cowboy players. I don't even know why he go to Seattle and talking big shit about Dallas. Like he fucking was really doing something.
Thanks, Spaz. But yeah, I mean, I do think Trey would fit well with him though, because I think he would thrive having CD and George Pickens because Trey is one of the better passers in the RoShow lead, and I think.
Whoa! Stop it there.
You don't think
he said cut it out? He said cut it out right now.
Cut that shit right there, Raven. I'm sorry, he is not.
Oh yeah.
I would say he's top 10. I'll say he's top 10.
Top 10 even might be a reach. I don't know.
Nah, I think he's top 10. All right, he's
not top
somewhere
20.
between. He's not top 5.
I ain't say all that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna put him top 20. But no, I think he's top 10, somewhere around 8, 9, or 10.
He might be 12, maybe.
Really?
Nah, he might be 12.
All right, we might have to have a whole episode on this: the best passers and best rushers. I'm top 5 for rushing. That's all I know.
Yeah, he might be 12.
So before we move on to pick 6, so just kind of recap so far. Trill took the Giants with the first pick officially, and then mock so far we have Mike taking the Ravens second, Trey Dean taking the Cowboys third, myself taking the Bengals fourth, and then we have Byron taking the Eagles at pick 5. So at pick 6 we have Calvin. Calvin, aka Eastabody, is a co-commissioner. He has a Super Bowl appearance. He's not missed the playoffs since the beginning, or since season 4, Madden 21. That's a really respectable stat right there. just to be year in and year out to be in the playoffs is crazy. I was laughing at something in the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, man, he ain't been. I saw it too.
um. So for
Yeah,
potential,
Ron. We hear you, Ron.
so for potential teams where he could go to, you know, I think Calvin's one of those people. He really likes having a quarterback that can throw the ball deep, high throw power. And I think he found his favorite quarterback doing that this past Madden and Justin Herbert. And I think he's going to run him back with Justin Herbert and take the Chargers. Take Jay or Urbo and the Chargers. That's what I think he's going to do. And I mean, like, that's a solid team across the board for, like, you have Lad McConkey, two great offensive linemen, and Joe Alt, and, crap, what's the other one's name? I can't.
Slater. Rashawn Slater.
Alright, I thought it was Slater, but I didn't want to say something to be tweaking. Yeah, Rashawn Slater. And then, the defense isn't the great, but it's good enough for him to work with. But I think just him having Herbert off rip would be a great fit for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see Calvin passing up on the Chiefs if they're there. I mean, that gives him another setup of, what he wants.
That's fair.
He wants, like you said, a strong arm quarterback, but then he has that speed with Worthy. And then he can always add more. I think they're pretty much comparable, Chiefs, Chargers, but I think the lean I don't think he passes up on the Chiefs.
I actually might have to agree. I didn't really think on it, but I think the Chiefs will be a better.
Yeah.
I might be a better fit.
Yeah, can I change my pick? Can I change him to the Chiefs? That's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, with the Chiefs, like you said, he has the strong arm quarterback in Mahomes, speed, Worthy, Hollywood. You get Travis Kelce for at least a season. You got two superstar linemen, Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. And that defense is pretty solid. I mean, you got Chris Jones for at least a year or two traded. You got Karlaftis. He's a really great defensive end. And then, DB-wise, going to have to do a little bit of work there. But, I mean, for having a team like that to run out the gates with, that's a pretty great. And then you also got Pacheco, so.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And, I mean, if some of those guys don't really fit his liking, they're assets that can be moved.
Another thing would be, I don't think Mahomes is going to regress, though. That's kind of the thing. Like, Mahomes is getting a little bit older each Madden we go. I don't know if we're going to really see any regression. So does Calvin say, hey, let me draft a quarterback later down the line and kind of build him up to replace Mahomes, like at the tail end of this Madden? Like, yeah. I don't know how that's going to go.
Good point.
Yeah, we've only seen Mahomes regress one time before, so.
Yeah, one time, but we might get to that a little later when we get to that user in particular.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be a special individual to regress Holmes.
Yeah, I'm Sleepy J, aka Jeff. He mentioned that Josh Allen regressed in the last season, the superstar. So we are kind of get to that point where those quarterbacks are by season 5, they're in their mid-30s. You know what I mean? And they're hitting that point where it's they may regress. So.
Yeah, lose a little bit of that throw power. Then it's like, are you gonna have a quarterback? Do you stay with Pat or do you draft somebody or trade and replace them? That's kind of the dilemma later down the line. I just don't know how that would look.
Yep. So I'm glad you guys talked me into changing my pick. Yeah, I was pretty dumb there for a second, but yes, I agree with the Chiefs. All right, we got an easy one here for your Trill.
This is a layup.
It's a layup.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, man. Get his wish. I've been trolling him all Madden about the Panthers. I'm gonna get the Panthers. I've been trolling them all Madden. Damn well, guys, Panthers, man. But shout out Carbrish. Shout out hashtag. I mean, AKA Car. We call him Car. He joined this last Madden. He's made the conference championship out there in the NFC and made a couple divisional rounds. So he's definitely made a noise for himself. So we call him the Rookie of the Year. And he's also the youngest member. He can't even legally drink yet. over there, over there beating up on people, man. You know that ain't right. That's elder abuse. You need to get that send him to jail or something.
that's how that's how I
I
felt
mean, he
about
can't.
us 3 years ago, Trill. Like 3 or 4 years ago, that was us.
Yeah,
We're
that was
the
definitely us. But now that I'm not though, I get to say, yeah. Now that I'm not, yeah, you can't even legally drink.
I think I'm the only elder that survived him.
You
yeah,
probably.
yeah. You kind of owned him with the Eagles.
Yeah, but now that he's locked in as an NFC team, you know, there's no doubt that he's not gonna go Panthers. I don't think there's. It don't matter who's available. I think he's definitely one of those type of fans that's gonna be down for. That's why I respect Carcar.
yeah,
He's down for his team. And
yeah,
Yeah,
so as much trash as I talk to him, man, I always show respect to him because he's definitely down for his team.
yeah. And I don't see anybody else taking the Panthers, so lock it in. He may as well go
yeah,
ahead and change his name in the Discord.
Yeah, you might as well
yeah.
get
I'm
that.
actually excited to see what he does with that team. I mean, he definitely came in and filled in quite well for the Cowboys. Um, and
Hmm.
I'm just trying to see him take his high octane offense to Carolina and see what he does with them.
You have to
Yeah,
build that defense, though.
yeah. He did great in Cowboys. I remember I made like one of the fake lead articles. It was like Jerry Jones in disbelief as Cowboys fire or lose third head coach in a row. It's like we had a void there those first couple weeks in season one, and then Carter came in, and he's been a great addition to the lead. So I'm glad he's in the lead. And you got big shoes to fill in the NFC South, Carter.
Oh yeah, he got major shoes to fill out there, man. The South he was running things last man.
All right.
Okay,
So,
all right, moving along.
Yeah,
yep,
moving along.
yep. So we have I'm Sleepy J21, aka Jeff. I picked number 8. Willie, since he's your brother, I'm gonna let you handle this pick.
Yeah, we have I'm Sleeping Jay, aka Jeff number 1, 2, or 3, whoever,
Definitely
you
not
want to put him
1.
as. But he's been considered one of the best team builders over the past few Maddens. He's known as the RPO warrior, and he's always on vacation. You can find him with an umbrella in his glass somewhere, chilling.
Hmm.
We're going to jump right into his potential team since he's over on the AFC. We came down with 2 selections here as far as the Jaguars and Broncos. But Raven, start us off. Where do you think he'll go?
You know, he was in Jacksonville a couple Maddens ago, or last Madden actually. He was in Jacksonville last Madden.
Yeah, Jacksonville last
I
man.
think he just runs it back with Jacksonville. I mean, I think that's a great team for him to like have players that develop. He's gonna have Brian Thomas. He's also gonna have Travis Hunter. He can do whatever he wants with him. And they got some nice young players on defense. So the only thing that's kind of stink with the Jaguars is I'm pretty sure they traded their first round pick, didn't they? Or am I thinking wrong?
No, they still got their pick. They
Okay.
traded with the Wait, actually, yeah, they did. They did with the Browns for
Yeah, the Browns still
Travis.
had one last
Yeah,
first round pick.
yeah, the
Right.
Browns got 2 first rounders. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing that would hurt just because, he develops really well through the draft, but I still see him like Jaguars is a great team for him. And he threw this in the chat, and I want to also say, yes, he has made the Super Bowl twice. We left it off. Shout out to him. So we're not going to say what
Yeah,
happened in those games, but
man, he won a medal for making it to the game, the big
I mean, you
dance.
can go in, Ray, you can go into how those games were. He wanted to bring it up. He wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah, man, he
that's
won
all
a he
right.
won a medal. He won a medal for making the big dance, man. But he didn't get his ticket to the dance either, man.
He said
So
we had it on Calvin. Calvin had a higher draft pick.
I mean, Calvin got an appearance, man. So I guess we're going to have to do that now, man. People crying about they want their participation trophies to be mentioned. So
Told y'all that was going to
so
happen.
yeah. So you know what, man? We got you, man. We gonna announce if someone made the bowl or not.
So and also on the flip side of that, if you've never made the playoffs, we'll highlight that too.
Yeah, man. This
He can't
user
have
did
everyone
not. This
plays.
user has never. This user has never made the Super Bowl, man. You gonna
Right,
mention
we
that?
are equal opportunity up
This
here.
user hasn't had a winning season.
Yeah, that's
but
what we doing.
but yeah, I mean, just taking a look at the AFC though, like I don't, unless he wants to pick a team like like the Browns or Broncos and develop them. But I think the Jaguars is the best of both worlds, where he has a team he can develop, and it's a nice young football team. So that's what I think. So I'm curious to see what you two have to say.
Let's say, yeah, he get a division to him. So I think the biggest thing for Jeff is getting a division to himself off of it, because you got Calvin with the Chiefs and you and Mike with the Ravens and Bengals. It's like he might as well just get a division to himself, because you got Bezo and then the Texans and Colts. If we get a Colts user, but the Texans, they're not going to be a very good user in particular. So I think he's going to go to the Jags and get to beat up on people.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the Jags kind of fell to him last team selection, and I mean, given how, like you said, how you outlined the selections going before him and the team taking, it's like it's just there for him. I don't see any of the AFC East teams being a fit. I mean, if he wants to venture out and be, a little dangerous, that's where that Broncos pick comes at. But actually having a CPU really doesn't bode well for somebody like him. Like if he wants to take, well, not if he wants, he's going to take vacations at times. So if he wants to have those headaches of missing out on 2 points a season, 2 potential points a season, that's 10 points overall. You know, he can go for that if he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he could be maybe like the Bills. I mean, I don't think we mentioned the AFC East team yet, so he could play with Josh Allen.
Again, because you have this first
But I
round
think the
potential.
potential, yeah, but I think the potential is more in the Jags than the Bills. The Bills don't really have a
Yeah,
lot of youthful players right
I
now.
agree, and he can develop
right,
a
right.
quarterback. So
Yeah, Trevor starting off as a 72 or a 73 this man is crazy.
yeah, I mean, Spaz just said in the chat, he's like, keep in mind to regress the star. So that is all true. He would kind of
Hmm.
have avoid a quarterback. I mean, Trevor's I think still 26, so he could develop him a little bit and roll him still. But I think it's one of the situations where like he drafts a quarterback in the first draft or something like that, and that's his guy, or he trades for somebody, one of the two.
Yeah, that's what trades are for, man. He ain't worried about that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you got to make the moves.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stay stagnant in road league.
Yeah, you get passed up real quick if you be stagnant.
All right. So up next we have G Money. He's a consistent
Gee,
play.
money.
Yep, consistent playoff user, multiple Super Bowl appearances, and he is famously known for not re-signing his players in the off season. Trill, you want to
Keep
tell
ass
us about
owner.
that?
You know, you know. Before we talk about the re-signing, man, we're gonna go back to Jeff's point about mentioning appearances or whatever. He has what, 2 Super Bowl appearances?
Yeah, we have a
You
point on
know,
here. Multiple Super Bowl appearances.
I mean, yeah, I mean, were they really appearances though? Because if we look at the scoreboard on both games,
Mm.
I mean, I don't even know if it was. I don't know if he showed up to the game for both games.
I mean,
But
I think the photo on the slide tells us how many Super Bowls Texas has won.
yeah, but I mean, at least Byron had some close competitive Super Bowl games. I don't think G. I mean, G. If we get the calculator out, the combined score for his 2 Super Bowls will be pretty bad. But we're not here to trash on users. So but
Jeff.
we're not here to trash on users.
Yeah.
But
Also,
talking about him, we're signing his players. Jameer Gibbs, a premier running back in the league, was not re-signed.
99 overall X Factor.
Yeah, not re-signed. He said, "Chill out, Ruth. Hey, G, chill, man.
No salary cap.
Before I, no salary cap, not re-signing your star players."
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, maybe they were a cancer in the locker room.
And
Hey,
There's
G,
been a lot of head scratching moves over season 5.
Hey, G, I could have went crazy, G, man. I tried to calm down. I could have went crazy. So
man,
watch out with that little
did
twine.
we
Watch out with that little
did
twine.
we shout out Trey Dean for his Super Bowl appearance? I feel like we didn't.
We didn't shout him out for that.
All right, so with all of that said, Trill, where do you think he's actually gonna go?
I mean, we got Commanders, Eagles. I think he's gonna solidify the Texas division plus me. I think whatever team Byron doesn't go in the division. So if Byron goes, Commanders, G goes, Eagles, and vice versa. So for we got Byron going Eagles, G's gonna have to go Commanders. That's the way I'm thinking. This is all gonna go, man. We're gonna have a bunch of comp, and we gonna run it up. We're gonna have 4 teams in the playoffs, man. No wild card spots available for anybody out there in the NFC. Let's say that now.
You see, G's a competitive person, so I wouldn't say he'd be running from the smoke. But if I'm him and I'm sitting there, and it's like Commanders or Lions, I think he goes Lions. I think he runs it back at Detroit. Detroit's just one of the best teams in the game, and they're not an old roster either. I don't see any reason for him to be like, I gotta be in the division for competitiveness reasons. I take the better team.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
But I think with the new rule with the traits, I think that's going to play a factor too, though, because I think the Lions are over the cap off of it. So it's like
I think it's just Eagles Ravens.
Yeah, it's just Eagles Ravens that are over.
It is. Or if they not, they had like at least 7, at least.
Yeah, I think they have about 6 or 7.
So it's like you really can't develop. You could develop players overall, but you can't develop their traits. So it's like, say if he doesn't like a trait that he has right now, I don't know if he could swap the traits out or whatever. However, that I feel like he would kind of go for the comp more than going for the best available team.
But I mean, who's going to develop on the Commanders? And that's a retirement home over there, just about.
Man, you got Jalen Daniels, man. You make that work. You can make that work.
I'm not saying he can't.
Supposedly, man, if he Mr. wanna be a top user, man, if he like that, he like that. If he not, he not. That's all we could say.
He said, I'm never ducking rec. Yeah, we know you want to play in the rec. We get that.
Yeah. But I would actually say I think he would go Packers before he go to Lions.
Just from
Micah? If he from Micah. I think
that's fair.
Because the Packers got like the youngest team in the league right now. They got a lot of. I definitely think he might go Packers before Lions if he did do that. But
is he one of those Cowboys fans that wasn't mad at Micah?
I mean, I don't think he said anything about Micah. I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know Trey did. I don't think he said anything.
Yeah, Trey and D clearly, aired their frustrations with Micah. But I'm just wondering. I never heard G voice his opinion about Micah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. If you want to be
top, there you go. There you have it. He said, "Fuck Micah."
He said, "Fuck Micah."
Okay, G.
Yeah. If G want to be in the big boy club, man, you got to show it. So based on what he picks as his team, we're gonna see.
Okay.
So what are we writing him down in terms of the mock? We just putting down Commanders then?
Man, I think you go Commanders, but
right,
I can see the vision. You feel me? I see the vision in what you're saying though. So it's tough. I see the vision.
He's the Commanders. Let's write it down. So up next we have Beasley. He was the Jets' last 2 Maddens. He's a member of the trade committee. He's one of your typical playoff users. He hasn't made a lot of noise in the playoffs yet, but he's pretty consistent in terms of either being in the playoffs or always in the hunt, as one of those wildcard teams. And, I don't know if he's a Jets fan or not, but there's that part of me that just wants to go, yeah, he's going to run him back with the Jets. Now, there's better teams out there available, I feel like, than the Jets. Such as, I think the Chargers would be a better team. Texans, coin flip whether or not you think they're a better team. The Bills are still available at this point. But for simplicity's sake, I kind of want to say the Jets just because he's been consistent picking them.
Man, you gotta, man, Raven, man, you forgot to mention, man, no playoff wins, man. You gotta mention that, man. Now we gotta mention everybody's playoff history.
Should we get the polar bear photo?
Yeah, we gotta get, man. That's what we should have did, man. We should had the polar bear. Yeah, man.
Damn.
You gotta mention that since we mentioned in playoff resumes. But I mean, I'm
Damn.
not gonna say he hasn't made. He's consistently a playoff user. He just hasn't won a game yet, man. That's all I can say about it. But he's an undercover Jets fan, man. Don't let nobody fool you. If he can pretend and say that he isn't, he is. He an undercover Jets fan, and I think that's what we got. I think he's gonna go Jets as he's AFC again.
Well, if that was the case, we could have had undercover brother up there on this picture.
We could have. He definitely undercover Jets fan. He might be, maybe he a Sauce Gardner fan. It might be Sauce Gardner.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have Justin Fields this time around, so that's a
And
better
Justin
quarterback
Fields,
starting than Rodgers.
Oh, and he's been he cooked against the Steelers too. So maybe Madden might show him some love. Madden might show him some love. Give him a little overall boost.
Yeah, we have a couple weeks until we officially get things started, so yeah, there's a chance his team could get boosted. Look at Ro being so professional in the chat.
Yeah, man. Ro might be, he's always a professional, man. He might say some crazy shit, but he's gonna be professional about it. Man.
He don't got enough tequila in him yet, I can tell.
This is sober Ro. Sober Ro is extremely professional.
Yeah, he had like 20% drunk.
Ron. So yeah,
That's great.
we have BZ going with the Jets.
Yeah, let's move on to our next one. We have our
Man of the day.
man of the day. John Seven Blick, aka Hollywood, aka Wood, our league arbitrator for whenever the league office and our NFLPA can't agree to a punishment, our arbitrator steps in, and he's been doing a good job of that. He's an actual OG member of the league from its inception. He's another typical playoff user. We're not going to discuss the wins because we can't. And
He's a couple. He beat me one.
Oh, well, I mean, you're right. I forgot. There's black and white playoff wins.
Nah, he beat me when I had the Texans. He beat me 1 year. He beat me wild card round. I'll give him that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
oh, you got that happen?
He did. I remember that because
Oh.
I was talking crazy. I remember that.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that was when Raven was puffing his chest out like he was the big man on campus.
Now let me ask you a question. Does he have more kids than playoff wins?
Nah, I don't know about that. I know he's quit in the playoff 2 times. I do know that. Or one time.
Ouch.
One time. He's quit in the playoffs 1 time. I don't think he quit when I was smacking him down with the Bengals. I don't think he quit that one officially.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Yeah, I guess that's another bullet point. He had a 17-0 season 1 year.
Oh yes, he went 17-0 just to be one and done, man.
And Bengals came in
Wow.
and smacked him around.
Ouch.
Yeah, him and Todd, man, them fraudulent ass seasons, man. I can't ever forget that, man. They both went 17.
Were they in the same year?
Yeah, same year. They both went 17-0. They both went one and done, man. I can never forget that.
And they're just being you and me in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, that was a one-loss team over here. One loss team playing wild card because he want to go 17-0.
Shut up, Spaz.
That's funny. That's crazy. But let's get into the picks for Wood. We have on our bullet points, we have the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Trill, lead us off with this one. Where do you think he goes?
I want to say he's been the Bucks before because when I was the Panthers, he was the Bucks and C-Mac was the Saints. This was Madden 21 or Madden 22. One of the two was a while ago. But I think, time has its way of allowing people to be like, you know what, I might want to run it. So I want to say Bucks, but the Vikings are the best. Man, we go Lions. Now
That's
that
what
I
I was.
really think
I was.
about it,
I
I was
was
about to
waiting.
say, I was definitely about
I
to
was gonna bring
say,
it up. But I was waiting for you to get through your point.
yeah, because I was looking at the bullet points and I didn't even think about it. But yeah, man, that's Lions, man. Ain't nothing to talk about, really.
Yeah,
He
I
has to go to
agree.
Detroit at that point. That's the best available team. That's the best team outside of maybe the Eagles. That like in the
Well,
NFC, in the NFC, that's probably
I'd
like
rather
a
have the Lions than the Eagles.
yeah. So Detroit, that's the E. He got a division to himself.
I mean, I see Detroit being a top 5 pick before it even gets to him. So, I mean, if they leave that money on the table for him, for sure, he goes Lions.
Yeah.
But I think it comes down to Byron or G. If Byron and G, if one of them don't take the Lions, then they're gonna fall.
I mean, there's still a scenario where, say, like, you know, G or only one of them goes to NFC East, right? And the other one, he doesn't take the Lions, but rather takes the Packers. So there's a decent chance the Lions could fall at this point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
G said, "I'm not agreeing
Uh,
with the Lions." There you go.
Mm, okay. All right. Breaking news. Love it, G Money.
Hmm.
I mean, and also for all the listeners out there, I mean, if somebody wants to, if one of you top teams out there want to throw out who you guys think, or if we actually pick somebody that you guys are liking, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and just give us your. Hey, Mike, go ahead and give us your pick tonight, man. Let's go ahead and make this official.
man, he not doing
I
that.
tried already. I tried
He
to get it
not.
from him.
He not doing that.
He told me
He's not
tomorrow. He
ready.
told me tomorrow or Sunday when I texted him. We're not getting that
Yeah.
pick till Sunday, right at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but talking about where Trill going? Trill? Where you going? Man, gonna ask me that all the time, man. Don't worry about it.
So up next, Will, you want to do this pick?
I don't have a pick. I don't know who I'm taking yet. So y'all got it.
I mean,
All right, hon. Before
yeah,
we actually talk about this, so Rose said it's possible that everyone will be moving up spot and the new user would be the last pick. I mean, it wouldn't be everybody moving up if we were to do that way. It would only be the people after him, if that makes sense. So, I think that's what he's trying to say, but not the way he worded it.
Well, I
yeah.
would like to ask. Well, well, we would have to ask Ro. So Ro, you're listening. When you say people be moving up a spot, do you mean that they would have to then adjust the conferences they're in? Because I would just think that if Hoodie's leaving, you just leave that spot blank. You just skip it over and go to the next user. They continue with the AFC pick, and then the next person gets that next NFC pick, and then you know, last user gets whatever, they get. Or if we get a new user for Hoodie, obviously they'll still be NFC and they just get the last NFC pick because they shouldn't get Hoodie's NFC pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we
So is
keep?
that is that how we should have
Why don't
interpreted?
we just keep conferences the same, but have the people that would be in that conference have their picks move up one, not everybody
Yeah,
as a whole.
I'll just move up that conference. Like whatever side you're on, you move up. And
Right.
that'll be cleaner. It'd be
So
cleaner
like
doing it just that.
essentially,
Right.
yeah. So essentially, it'd be like, for example, Boogie would take his pick, and the people below Boogie, say like Jeff, would take that pick, so on and so forth. Just that one conference alone. No reason
Right.
to like
Okay.
interchange the conferences. So because the conferences are set, Trill side's the NFC. You know what I mean? The only movement's gonna be is West Dog and D will swap places, and that's just because West Dog has to be in another conference because he's grandfather. So.
Mm-hmm. He said, Ron said, let D have Hoodie's pick, man. No. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that.
That's crazy.
All right, so up next we have the host of the podcast, Ill Willie 215, elite team builder. He's known in the league as one of the best trolls. He's a host of the podcast. He's a former PEA VP. He's made the playoffs a couple of times. I think Willie's one of those people like when he first joined the league. I'm not gonna lie to you, Willie. He wasn't one of the better users by far in the league. But now,
Right, right.
I'd put you in like in that middle tier that has room to go up to the top tier. Like, you can make the playoffs and you can give some of the top players a run for their money, but you just haven't fully, gotten over the hump. So
He was talking crazy when we first went to the league. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He talking spicy.
hmm
Like he had nothing to show for it. Was talking because he had a little streak for a little bit when he first joined. So he must have thought shit was sweet. He must have thought the league was ass. Like, oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I thought the league was ass because my brother was in it. Honestly,
He thought shit was sweet for real. Then he ran
yeah,
into
because
some real demons.
like he's a 2K guy. So then when he was saying he was playing in the Madden league, and I was like, all right, he must just be playing for fun or whatever, and the league must be ass. So and I was like, all right, I'll join. I'm gonna come over there and run shit. Because
Yeah,
like he couldn't really tell, he couldn't really gauge like how good people really were at that time when he
Yeah,
was
he's
trying to
new
get
to the
me in there.
game. Yeah.
Right, yeah, like he was still fairly new, so like so I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna come over here and see what's up, and then yeah, I got showed a little bit. I took a couple lumps, but like I say, but that just speaks to the type of league that Ro has set up. Ro and the original members and whoever else has contributed to how the league runs today. This league, like like team building, essentially is like the same league to league, but without having a salary cap, with having Rowe doing the work he does to people's practice squads or just boosting up the lower tier teams. Just everything transaction wise in this league, there is no reason why you can't build up a team. So, it's just you just gotta put that work in, man. But yeah, I came in and like I said, I didn't know how create like it took me a while to learn how to make moves in the league. Also, like I didn't have no trade partners. I couldn't really I'll complete a good trade with nobody. Like I just didn't understand the whole dynamics of Row League. But after a couple matches, like I said, and then like I said before, watching the top users and how they move and how they do things, I said, okay, I gotta just, not necessarily copy and paste, but I need to apply some of those things to what I do and just refine my GM skills. And that's what I've done.
Yeah, now you got to make that next step, man. You haven't made a conference championship yet, but I know you striving towards making that next step. So I think you and your brother are tremendous GMs at building your teams. But now it comes to a fact about just putting it on the field. I think that's kind of the biggest thing for both of y'all, is putting it on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's gonna be an AFC team, assuming he doesn't swap with a player adjacent to him.
I ain't swapping, man. I'm gonna stay AFC, man. I know I was
Okay.
talking that shit
So
earlier.
I mean, it's gonna be Chargers, Bills, or I think there's a chance maybe he goes with the Texans, Trill. Because if he goes Texans, he's in the same division as his brother, and he's starting off with a pretty decent squad. You got C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, Nico Collins. Okay team, but if I had to pick a team for him to go with, I'd say right now he'd probably go Chargers.
I think he would. Nah, this might be. I think he say Bills just because he would kind of have a division to himself. But at the same time, I don't know how much Willie. This might sound crazy, but I don't know how much Willie expects Calvin's game to be like. Oh, I know I can handle Calvin, so I'm gonna go Chargers. So it's kind of it's a balance in that. It's like I could see him being like, oh, I can handle him, so I'm gonna go Chargers, or just be like, nah, I know I could run it up with the Bills because it's not gonna be like top users in that division.
I don't think he's scared of his brother.
I don't think he's scared of his brother either. But between
Y'all bring up something interesting that we didn't talk about before when we were putting all of this together. And I could go now, yeah, if things shake out that way and my brother ends up at the Jags and however the picks go, I could take the Texans, they're a possibility. And then we can go to that division and roll on Bezo, That'll be fun. But also if the Bills are there for me, knowing that my son picks after me, I will leave the Bills on the table for him.
I respect that.
I respect that. Also, you said so basically you saying you about to run it up on Calvin or you running it up on Bezo? You're saying.
Is it
Or I
Chargers
could
or Texans?
I could go north, man. You know,
You're not
could
going.
join. I could join the north.
He's not joining the North.
The what?
I mean, the
Listen, you can't
Browns is the
sleep on the
only team.
Browns.
I mean, the Browns aren't necessarily bad, but you're gonna. I mean, you're a good team builder, so I don't think it's that much of an issue. But the Ravens are a stacked team off rip compared to the Browns, and the Bengals they're up there. They need a little bit of building, but they're not that much
I'd look at it
compared
just
to.
from the user perspective. Like, I mean, Willie's not the guy to run from smoke, but I also it's like, do you really want to join a division with Mike and I?
Yeah, why not?
Compared to having either a division, you might go Dolphins. If you let you know what? I think he go Dolphins. Then if he's gonna let his son get the Bills, I think he would go Dolphins
Hmm.
and try to run it up on his son. That's what I think he would
You
do.
mean running up with his son?
Nah,
That's a
no,
good one. Oh, that was a good one.
no,
Oh man,
hell
that's a
no.
good one.
He wanted to run it up on him. You gonna run up the score? He's like, man, you better get
Oh,
tough. You gonna tell him get tough. You better get it out the mud or something. Cause I think he run it. I think he run it up and go Dolphins.
Smash the bunny ball at 4 a.m. twice a season.
Yeah, them 4 a.m. games gonna
I
hit.
like that pick a lot, Trill. I mean, like, because he's going to have players develop, but he's also going to have crazy speed. And the way Willie operates, you know, he could easily trade Tyreek Hill and get some pieces. So. And I like
I just want to know why Spaz be watching me at 4 a.m.
It ain't nothing to see, but we saw y'all get y'all stream at 4 a.m. We saw the timestamp. ain't nothing to
we
see.
saw the result.
Yeah, we saw the results.
All right, so we have him going with the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
All right, I think we have a layup here.
Another layup.
We got another layup.
So with the 13th pick, we have insane Mr. Hoops 2. I forgot the 2, but oh well. Surprisingly enough, he is the Super Bowl champion. He's an on and off user as of recently, though. He can be in the playoffs, but you know he hasn't really been enjoying Madden, I guess is the way I may put it. So he's not, he's not trying super hard. I guess he's just picking up playing. He hasn't been consistent. I mean, that's the best way to put it. He's one of the better rushing users in the league. I'd say he's top 10 for sure. And then as for potential teams, you can just ignore the whole list, and he's just going 49ers. And there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, man. When I joined the league, I originally grandfathered or something. Like, man, he stayed picking the Niners, don't he? I'm like, I probably was like a protected team. But nah, that's his team. He's one of those ride or dies for his team. I can respect that. But the Niners have been such a good roster. He hasn't really had the chance to pick them because he hasn't really had high picks. He's more of a mid-level user, so he just hasn't had the chance. But
Right.
he definitely has the chance now, though, and he's gonna take it for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna run it with them. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Open and shut.
Up next, I love this stuff so much.
You guys are something, man. I gotta tell you that, man. You guys are fucking something.
Yeah, the baby Mickey, man.
Yeah, Trill, you want to explain that?
Yeah, we're just saying, man, like father, like son. He has potential. He has potential to get to that point to where his pops is. So, we had to get the baby Mickey.
What'd you call him
one day.
The Avatar?
Oh yeah, the Avatar. I call him the Avatar. He just don't know he's the Avatar yet. He like Aang in the early episode when he like the flashbacks when he didn't know he was just chilling with his friends. But the moment that they told him he was the Avatar, changed, man. Just don't be surprised if that happens.
Oh man.
So with him being in AFC and the way things are going, I think he goes Bills, right? I mean, that's his squad.
That's his team. If the Bills are still there, there's no way he doesn't take his team.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, be really interested to see, what he does this next man, because he's had flashes of potential. Like, he's beaten me in the playoffs. He's had close games with some of the better users, but he wasn't consistent. You know what I mean? Like, he would go beat a top user, but then he'd go lose to anybody. You know what I mean? And, he didn't even make the playoffs the last year. Shout out to Spaz. But yeah, man, we'll see what he does this next Madden. Willie, you got any extra commentary?
I mean, he's been improving. He's becoming a solid user. Over the past two Maddens, he's picking it up. I'm impressed. I like what I'm seeing from him. So yeah, the sky's the limit for him, man. Well, not as long as the sky ain't the limit for any of us as long as Trill in this motherfucker.
No, man, sky is the limit, man. What you talking about? It's the Avatar.
Trill's beatable.
Absolutely, anybody beatable.
Trill's definitely beatable, but let's be real, man. We don't really have many Super Bowl. Like what? We got Raven, Trill, Mike,
and Jeff. That's the only three. I mean, not the only four. And man,
which Jeff?
Patriot Jeff.
Oh, y'all talking about back in what, 22?
Oh, yeah,
we'll
21.
22?
We're getting photos of those games.
That's 4 Maddens ago, man.
Hey, winning is winning, man. Let's leave it at that. Man.
True, but we just going with recent history, man. Like since
absolutely. Recent. I agree with you. What you're saying, though. Recent history, he's been a bottom tier user. Absolutely.
So next we got Tony C. He's one of the people that's known for having a dynamic 5-wide offense. Like he knows how to throw the football out of that. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to throw you a couple interceptions, but he knows how to air it out. He's a sneaky good user. I would say, like, in Tony's defense, like, he was stuck in the tough division last Madden. So, like, this year, who knows what will happen, but he has potential to be one of the better users in the league.
Absolutely. I mean, he's not a top user, but if you sleep on him, he could definitely be the top user, though. I think that's the thing with Tony. He definitely can sneak up on you and get a win. I don't know if I don't think he won a playoff game this Madden. He lost to Willie. I know he lost to Willie, and I think he lost to Byron. I don't know. He's gonna consistently make the playoffs, but now for Tony, it's about taking that step and kind of starting to win some of those big games. Once we get to January, you gotta start winning some of those top games.
Maybe February. You never know.
Oh yeah, if you could get to February, that's big. You get there. He's definitely not a bum, though. I would never call Tony like a trash user or a bum. He's definitely a good user.
Yeah, Tony's definitely good. I always say I think Tony is, like when it comes to guys playing certain schemes on defense, I think Tony's probably like top 5 when it comes to playing that middle of the field shit, playing middle linebacker. He has a good feel for, playing that spot. Mm-hmm. Like I like to tip my hat off to him for that.
Let's say for the team, I know he's a Boston guy. Tony. There's a lot of Boston people in the league.
He's an NFC team, though.
Oh, is he? He is. Oh yeah, we talking about him more. I thought we was talking insane. My bad. Yeah, he is NFC. So for NFC. We got him for Seahawks and Cardinals.
What about the Bears?
I don't think we said. Did we say somebody for the Packers yet?
We haven't. No.
We haven't.
I was about to say. I'll say Packers. I agree. Because he already been the Bears. Wow, he was the Bears this Madden. So why would he not switch it up and go with a better team?
But I like that pick. No argument from me. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah. I would either go Packers or go AFC West. Because all respect the insane, but I think I'd be confident in taking that division over past Insane, being like, oh, I know I could smoke Insane and run that division. And that would be the only thing I would say. But I would say Packers though.
What do you think, Willie?
I'm sorry, I was a little distracted looking at something in my phone. I was getting some I don't know, some Madden information. Um, where we at? Tony? Yeah, Tony's in the NFC. Yeah, I
Yes.
think I think Packers is a good pick for Tony there. I mean shit, that would probably be the best team to take at, considering where he's at after the Niners are definitely going to be going before him. Lions should be going. Well, if I would say it's Lions or Packers, whichever one is there for him. But we
Yeah.
all know Lions will probably be going before that.
Like
So
Lions would be gone, so Packers are the best team available.
yeah,
And I was the only rebuttal I had was maybe he goes to the West, and because he could be like, oh, I know I could run it up on Insane. That would be the only thing I would say that he would switch it up from the Packers.
hmm see, but my thing is, you just got to know certain guys' motivations. Um, Obviously, he can't pick the Patriots because he's not on the AFC side, but
Yeah,
I don't see Tony as that thinking that way. I think he's going to take best team available instead of going to seek out, a better matchup with somebody or something like that.
yeah. I mean, Tony never say nothing in the chat unless he's scheduling. Unless he's scheduling a game, and he don't say nothing.
He's a
So
pro,
it's like we
man.
don't
Right.
have a gauge. We don't have a gauge on
Yeah.
how he thinks.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, or, what type of player. Like, yeah, he doesn't share any information. So it's kind of hard.
it's all right, man. This Madden, man. I'm a challenge him a little bit, man. I'm gonna have to make him start talking a little bit.
We got to get him out of the show.
Yeah, man. I ain't saying you gotta be on the pod or anything, but man, we need you to be in the locker room a little bit more, man. Just want to get a gauge.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we got respect for you, Tony. We see you out there.
What
Yeah,
is happening in the chat? I know you guys see this.
Hold up.
I'm not
I
saying
had,
it on live, but also, Spaz, your comment made me laugh a lot too.
yo, hey, Ron, yo. Oh, shit. Hey, I fucks with Ron, man. That's my nigga, yo. I fucks with Ron.
yeah,
See, listen, there's nothing like Philly humor, man. Come on.
that's the Philly. That's that Philly talk.
Ain't nothing. I know what you talking about, Ryan.
So we got Tony taking the Packers, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Packers. Yeah,
Let's settle on the Packers. I'm good with that one.
All right. So up next we have Noski 1816
So,
pick 16. Kind of like some of the other users we talked about. He had his moments last Madden, both high and low. So he made a conference championship one year, but then he followed that up with a 5-win season. So
he's extremely inconsistent. Yeah,
um, he's known for having a fast-paced offense. He can push the ball downfield. It's just he struggles on defense time to time. So, Willie, where are you thinking he goes? He's going to be in the AFC, keep in mind that.
right. I don't know how the hell we got the Bengals on him. Given that he's down that low, and we know how you've been fawning over them, and plus, I don't think they get down to him. So, I would probably pivot to that Patriots pick for him. Um,
What about the
but
Texans?
I mean, the Texans might not be there for him.
Well,
So,
in our mock right now, both the Chargers and Texans are still available.
right. Well, according. Okay, so we got that left. I would say he will go Texans then. Let's give him Texans. Why not? It's like they're the cousins to the Cowboys, I guess.
I will say the Broncos are the best available team overall wise. Anyway, they're the best available team right now.
Hey, yeah, what do you think of the 87 overall they got?
I don't know how the hell they 87. I would take
Yeah,
that,
that 87
but
seems crazy.
They're a good team,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
but I
I
think the
think he would
87
take
is
it.
deceiving.
It's extremely deceiving. I think I would take the Chargers over the Broncos though, if I had to say. But yeah, I think it would be between the Chargers or the Texans at the moment. Because I mean, you get both of them have superstar quarterbacks, but that Chargers O line is crazy with Slater and Joe Alt.
Joel, yeah.
Then you got Ladd. I mean, the defense is extremely old. You
Yeah,
have to build that
Hampton.
defense up. You got Hampton, but that defense, you got Doran James like 30 now, and then Khalil
Yeah.
Mack. He in the retirement home, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the Texans might be a little bit younger if he's looking for youth.
Yeah, because you get Stroud, you get Nico Collins, Tank
But if I
Dell,
had if I had to lean my hat, I think I'd say Texans if I had to lean my hat
Will
though, one way or
Anderson.
the
You know, you
other.
get Danielle Hunter for a couple, maybe a year or two. You got Stingley. The only thing with the Texans is that offensive line is the worst in existence. I mean, they lost Tunsil. They have nobody up there. So, but I don't really think Noski's paying no mind on his offensive line.
Well, y'all don't got an opinion on that?
Uh,
Oh, that might.
I don't know. I'm over here. I'm sorry, I got
In the chat,
distracted. This is crazy. Yeah, like
We good, man.
no, Brian is just killing me, yo. Like some. Remember Trey was talking about how much his clothes be costing. Like somebody asked him, like nobody asked you how
Yeah.
much your clothes cost. Nobody care about that.
He said, man, there's a stack right here, man. There's a stack just for the shoes, man.
Yeah, I don't know who he trying to impress with that. I'm sorry, but yeah, that took. I just went back to that day that he was talking trash or whatever. Right, talking about you see how he trusts. See here go Day can't afford shirts. That's crazy.
but yeah, I think he'd go Texans.
Yeah, cousins to the Cowboys. I mean, if you can't get your team, you might as well get the other in-state team.
Up next, we have Ron. He's a known troll in the RoShow Madden lead. He's a mystery man. He keeps himself hidden. He likes to take other people as his profile picture, but he is yet to show his face to the lead. And he's going to end up being in the NFC. And, there's a couple of good teams still available here for him. There's Tampa. We put down the Cardinals, but he's definitely not going to Cardinals at this point. I mean, I'd say it'd probably be Tampa or Seattle if I had to pick one of the two. And, I mean, they're both pretty viable options for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you could take the Cardinals and get, Marv Jr., Philly boy, Buccaneers. We got another Philly boy with Ty Key, So I mean, those are two. The Buccaneers will be the better choice, in my opinion, overall. They are one of those other teams that they're pretty solid all around, but they are one of those aging teams in certain positions, especially like Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are up there. The defense
Vita
right
Vea
up the middle.
older.
Yeah, Vita Vea, David right up the middle. Your field is old.
Maybe he considers the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The
I
Seahawks
could see that.
definitely a little youthful.
Yeah, they got some juice over there. I
Yeah.
can see that.
I mean, this is this is an interesting spot for him to be in because there's also some other good teams available. Like the Bears might be available.
The Vikings like an 89 overall. He's
Yeah,
right there too.
but the Vikings are also one of those teams where it's like you're only gonna get a couple years out of J. Jettas. You know what I mean? So you get McCarthy, but it's really about it. Um, where do you think he goes officially, William? What would be your final answer?
Hmm. Final answer be going down to Tampa.
Yeah, because it's he either goes south or west, one of the two. So I mean, I would put my money on Tampa.
All right, he's a
Mhm.
Buccaneer. He can be running up with Baker.
I mean, Ron, what you talking about? I said I'm man. Just because you say something, don't make it true. Talking about, I said I'm AFC. Unless I get the big boss call from Ro, man, you NFC.
He gonna switch with Shitty. Okay.
He might just be talking to talk though.
He
Oh,
talking to talk.
he said fuck Marv and Tyke. Damn, not my young bulls.
Yeah, he talking. Unless Shitty say it, man, ain't nothing to talk about.
Hmm.
Speaking of shitty,
Okay.
man, you know he's a decent user. He was kind of tough division last Madden. I mean, the NFC North was that was a tough
Yeah, that
division to be
NFC.
in.
Yeah, that was a loaded division. It definitely was. So I can understand not making the playoffs every year.
Mm-hmm. He's a veteran to the league. He was out for a year or two. I can't remember, but I'm glad that he was able to get back into the league. Um, so for where he's gonna go, so unless he actually swaps with Ron, he'd be an AFC team, and with him
Yeah,
being huh?
we're not gonna worry about the switching right now. We just gonna stick to where we have him for the
Mm-hmm.
what conferences for right now. We ain't gonna worry about switching and all that.
Yeah. So for where he goes, I mean, I feel like he might go Chargers, man.
Uh, yeah, it's the best available. And you still got a traded quarterback with a great O line. Got a young running back and receivers. That's just the
Mm-hmm.
best available team to take. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's.
that
I think that's.
it's crazy to think that damn the Chargers could possibly be there. Had one of the best quarterbacks still on the board at pick 9 in the conference.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see how things end up actually play out. But like, that's what makes the league interesting. Is not every person's going for what they think is the best team for sure. You know what I mean? People have their certain
Right.
play styles. Some people have their favorite teams. It depends. So.
Absolutely.
So do you
Yeah, you
guys have
got.
any thoughts outside of the Chargers?
It's almost
Hmm.
like. Wait, I mean, he got the only. I mean, he got Broncos, Chargers. Well, no, he's not going Browns. I don't think he would go Browns.
Does anybody know who his favorite team is?
He's a
He never
Falcons
mentioned.
fan. He said
Yeah,
Ah,
he's from
okay,
Atlanta.
that's probably
okay.
why he trying. That's probably why he's trying to switch with Ron.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when Ron said that. I was like, that could be a reason. But
Man, but he live in LA, man. Why not
yeah,
rep your hometown team and pick the Chargers?
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, cause you got Patriot. I mean, the Patriots, maybe. I don't know. Got yeah. I think we got Char. I think I'm gonna lock in the Chargers.
What do you think about Willie? What's in your mind?
I agree with it because there's no way Justin Herbert can go past number 9, man. Like everybody knows that the AFC has the top 4 quarterbacks in the whole league, and to think that well, he's not top 4, but he's a top 10 quarterback, but he's a top 4 quarterback as far as I think he bumps. Even though Joe Burrow's a 97, I'm pretty sure if you had your pick of quarterbacks, you'd pick obviously Allen, Mahomes, and Herbert over him. So I agree with the pick.
Yeah, I mean, Herbert just has a better throw power than Burrow, for sure.
Hmm.
He's a better he's not X factor, but you can get him X factor. He's like, I agree with that. I think Lamar is by far the best quarterback in the conference, but real life and Madden, real life's biased, but Madden, I think that's just a fact. Lamar is the best quarterback you can have. I think.
He got a way higher ceiling than anybody
I
else.
mean, if you want to run around with him, yeah, but I mean, Lamar, in my opinion, I mean, I haven't played with him at all on 26, but I mean, I'll stamp this. I'm telling you, each Madden for the last three Maddens, they have made. I don't care what his rating gets to. You can max him out 99. He still throws the ball like he does in real life.
Hey,
So,
relax.
like, no, I'm serious. Like, he would just miss passes. Like, I mean, he's obviously gotten better. Um, but no, like real life, like real talk, he just I think Madden keeps it kind of real in a sense. Like certain guys, they just throw bad balls. They throw bad balls, and Madden makes them do it. I mean, ask Trey Dean, he'll tell you.
So do we skip this next pick?
I mean, he don't want to waste his money on buying the game, so why should we waste our time on talking about him since Trill took his team?
I think he already confirmed in the chat too. He's leaving.
Yeah, pack your bags, buddy.
I don't even think
He
we should
might,
give him the time of doing the
man. He
Yeah,
might. I don't know though, man. Maybe he might calm down tomorrow. I pick a team.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, if he comes in tomorrow, we can cover him on Sunday.
That's fair.
So, I mean, do we want to go ahead and just do a pick for him for the, going through the mock draft, or do we want to
You,
skip
you,
him?
I
you
mean,
see,
the
you see the
way
pick.
the way that it looks right now, we just gonna move everybody up from that conference.
I agree.
So
All
we had
right.
what city with, so we could just to red. Red's gonna be AFC. Maybe move it.
Well, yeah. Red's AFC. Yeah. Just move everybody in the NFC up one pick. Yep.
Yeah,
So, you want to talk about X Ready, aka Red
man.
as well?
I'm not calling him X ready, man. I don't know. He got
Yeah,
that.
what the hell is his name supposed to be?
It's X Retta. But I guess trading called him that when he was playing 2K. He called him that because I guess he must have been making some shots or something. He must have been always been ready or something.
And he took it on.
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't here for that when they did that. But your boy
Gotcha.
X Red, man, I call him Red. You know, he's a everything must go type of guy. You see a shiny toy, he's like, yeah, we need to make that
What
happen.
can I get
He gonna
for it?
say, yeah, what can I get? What can I get? Nobody on his team is locked down. Nobody's safe. They don't buy a house. Like if you're a player of X Red, man, do not buy a house in that location because you might be yeah, because you might be gone. You might as well rent or something because you're not safe. I think we locked him down most trades in the role league in general. I think I could say that confidently. He's made the most trades.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. He likes to trade. He's the trade guy. He's like, man, I'm trying to get somebody. Let me holler. I think that's how most people think. But Red,
Yeah,
like as a user, Red is inconsistent. He has his games where he's like, oh, Red, but then he just get in his own head, and then he just starts thinking it up. So that's why he's normally picking at these spots, pick 20.
But there's a pretty good team available here at pick 20. I feel like.
Uh, yeah, I think for where he is right now, I think he go Broncos for where he is right now. That's the best
Yep.
available team, and you got the most value. I know Red loves to trade. The Broncos have way more
He finally
to
gets retained
trade with,
again.
and he gets retained again. You get Bo. Yeah, I think that's the pick he goes here is with the Broncos.
yeah, I agree. I think it's easy. That's an easy pick for him. It's almost like a no-brainer for what's going to be left.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I picked back-to-back top 15. You mean in your conference top 15? 15?
Yeah, yeah, right.
15 teams in each conference, Red.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that through. I mean, clearly on the screen it said pick 20, so I don't know. He's over the top 15. That's crazy. But yeah, now here we got the imposter, King X 4266. We got him up there as the trade committee member. He's doing a good job with that. He's most notable for regressing Patrick Mahomes from X Factor to a normal in Madden 24. He's typically in the playoff hunt. I don't agree with this line here, but hey, it is what it is.
He's a he's
Uh,
a he's a 7C merchant, man. Let's leave it at that.
hey man, I'm just saying, you know, the proof's in the pudding, man. Like I said, the AFC was the weaker division. You know, overall, the top guys in that conference made sure that they had a stranglehold on all the playoff wins. They were really greedy with that. They had 99% of the playoff wins. Everybody from five on down. I'm sorry, yeah, five on down had a 1% share of the playoff wins. So I mean that tells you everything. And then the guy, never mind. I'm not even gonna go over it. We've been killing Boogie long enough. But yeah, it's just he's the imposter.
Yeah, I mean, that 7 seed. We used to say that 7 seed in the AFC. That's Boogie spot, man. He got it locked down. He can't get the 6 or 5 seed. He's a 7 seed merchant. That's
I
that's
like
what
to
I
know.
that's what I say. That's what I be saying.
I like to know the names of the people who those we are because I would like to call the cops on them.
you know, I mean, that's what I say. That's what I say. That's the 7 seed was Boogie's spot for a while.
Oh,
And
just
I think
you? Because you said we. Who was the we?
I say that's what I think. That's what I
I'm
say.
gonna call the cops on everybody. But no, yeah, man. It should be his. Like it should be his. But there were better users in front of him.
So where's he
Oh
gonna
yeah.
go? He's in the NFC. I think there's some better teams available than the Cardinals and Rams, in terms of where he could go. I mean, Atlanta's there, Chicago's there. I mean, Seattle's also even there. So there's a lot of viable options for him here.
It's tough. I think I would go either Seattle or Atlanta in one of those two. I think that's what he would do.
I could
It's
see the
like,
Atlanta one if they're still there. I could see Atlanta.
yeah, you go. Who we pick for the? I gotta see who we pick for the Bucks, but cause I know Carr is Panthers. Oh, we said Ron. Oh yeah, he go. Hey, Atlanta. That's a. I think that's kind of simple for him. I think he go Atlanta and go run it up with Bijan and go hit him to a normal.
Hey, send Bijan to Cincinnati. Good man.
That might be a quarterback thing only. He like regressing quarterbacks. That might be that. It might not be running back. This quarterback thing. Cause I did see Tua hit superstar when he was X Factor. I did see him regress. I guess he just wasn't.
That's
He
a
just
deep
if we had
cut.
another year, if we had another season, I don't know. If we had another, I don't know what Tua was gonna be.
I mean, but to even think that Tua is a viable option over Justin Herbert, like
That just goes in the decision making. That's what that goes. GM skills and decision making. What you think? So I
I
think that's
mean,
what that
that was
is.
that was a D decision. That's a D level decision.
That's
I
not the
don't
worst
know if he,
trade
I
they
don't know.
had.
I don't know if it was that low. You gotta remember who we talking about here. We gotta be talking about D. I don't know if it was that low.
I
Oh,
mean, you're trading for a lefty with a weak arm and that can't run for a guy that can run with a strong arm.
Hey man, I mean, now we got another lefty. We get Penix,
Michael
another
Penix.
lefty. Yeah, it's another lefty, and you get an elite running back or tight end that you can develop. You got Drake London, and then you got that what was it, Micah? What's that? What is his name? Edge rusher Walker, Michael Walker, whatever. I don't know, something
Huh?
like that. Michael, I think it's Michael Walker, that edge rusher that they drafted.
Oh yeah, they
You
did.
like it.
They did draft him, but they also got James Pierce. They took him in the first round. He's probably the better pick. Better of the two pass rushers. You have Okoro. I could go all day about the Falcons. I just had them last Madden, so I'm
But
not
they
gonna
still
go.
got Jesse. They still got Jesse and AJ. Yeah, defense is gonna be pretty solid.
Jalen Walker, Spaz clarified it. Yeah, but yeah, they
Oh,
took James
Jalen
Pierce
Walker.
in the first round. And I'm happy with the way the Ravens draft fell, but James Pierce was someone I was really high on. I think he's going to be really good. So
Yeah, that Falcons team is pretty. I never mind because Boogie was already he talking about the hating people hating. You know, I ain't gonna hate. I ain't gonna keep trashing on him. But the Falcons definitely have potential. It's just about him unlocking it. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
so up next we have one of the people that's been active in the chat tonight. We have Spaz out 91, aka Spaz at pick 22. He's an NFL PA VP. He's one of the users that's typically in the hunt, but he has yet to get the job completely done. And something that we didn't put on here, we should have also brought up some other users. Um, Spaz was one of the first people that we posted on TikTok when he had a Hail Mary game-winning touchdown against Tony C, actually. So that was pretty interesting. And we also should have mentioned, go ahead and follow us on our social medias, including Instagram and TikTok. But Byron and Car, they actually had a clip from a playoff game a couple weeks ago, or a couple seasons ago. When we posted a couple weeks ago, it got over 330 likes. So that's pretty good for like our 4th or 5th clip we posted. So
Yeah, they pushing 10K at this, man. You know, I think they had 9600
like
right now.
views.
Yeah, views. Yeah, views. That is 9600, something like that. So that's fire when it comes to just getting people to look at what we got going on in the. But if we going on the spaz out, you know how I was saying Boogie was like this, like the 7 seed was Boogie's spot. I think like that 8 seed, the 9 to 8 seed, that's like Spaz's range. He's always right
Right
there.
outside the phrase.
Yeah, he's always like right outside.
And then get a girl
But
to the
he's like a
dance.
game. Yeah, he's always just like a game away. He's a game or two away. So I think if Spaz could start winning those games that he shouldn't be losing to, just need like 1 to 2 games where he just like take care of business. He could be in the playoffs just like
Yeah.
that.
So is he actually in that playoff race, or is he holding the tape at the finish line?
I mean, it's still. I mean, he's in the race. He just ain't qualified.
Yeah, unlike some other users, Spaz doesn't put on the pom poms. He runs. He's still getting in shape.
Yeah. He just ain't qualified. He run the race. He just ain't qualified. That's all.
Gotcha.
That's all I'm just
Gotcha.
saying for Spaz out.
Gotcha.
So he's going to be in the AFC. So if we're taking a look at some of the teams still available in the AFC, he's going to have what? Colts, Patriots. Who else is available that he's going to have to?
Colts. You got Browns, Colts, Patriots.
Yeah, Colts, Patriots,
Uh,
Browns. And then
Yeah, it's slim pickings.
it's very slim.
More so because of the on the AFC side, because of the grandfather teams, makes it kind of tough. That's right, D. That's right, D. Definitely some money making Mitches out there.
I think Spaz would go to Cleveland.
Okay, that's interesting.
I
I was
mean,
thinking more so probably the Patriots.
I would probably say Patriots too. I think Spaz trying to get to that playoff spot, man. I don't think he has a way better chance doing it with the Patriots or the Colts compared to having to do with you and Mike. In my
That's fair.
opinion,
It's definitely fair.
Yeah.
because he would be kind of locked in at that 3 spot because it would be Rowe and then him. I think, and with that 3 spot, you're not guaranteed a wild card spot. So I think he would have a better shot elsewhere, trying to make the playoffs.
So he'll still be running for that 8-9. Then you're saying?
Yeah, you see it. I mean, he would be locked in at like 8 or 9. Went with the Browns. He'd have a way better shot with the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots got they building something over there in New England.
Yeah, they are.
So if Spaz can unlock the potential that they have and continue to like draft well the way the Patriots have, he could definitely build something with that. Then I mean, he got what Beasley, Willie, and Moore. I would take my chances with that compared to Mike and Raven.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and like you just mentioned, Spaz definitely does put the work in to improve his roster.
For sure.
I've definitely been noticing that. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the Patriots start out with a good prototype quarterback. They got a lot of youth. Um, so yeah, I think that'll be a solid pick. And like you said, with the way that the divisions line up, that's just like obvious. He would probably go Patriots if it shakes out that way.
Yeah, all things are liable to change. Some people might swap conferences or whatever. I mean, we can't predict the future. Obviously, we could just give our opinions on what we think's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you squint close enough in this photo, you'll see me on the field. And I was the opposing coach.
Yeah, black and white, the Matari day. At this rate, man, I think Jeff got some. He might have took your spot for the
He
for the.
definitely took my spot. What do you
He
mean?
took your
I
spot.
won
He
a
took
ring this
your
past man. He took that spot.
Yeah, man. I mean, you did, but I mean, I could also say, hey, man, you only got one ring that I was for. So it's like, man, you still might have some allegations, Raven.
Well, I won a ring during the time he had his little run. That same Madden.
Yeah, but I wasn't here for not one of them. At least I was here for at least for a couple of fucking Jeffs, for a couple of
You're
Jeffs
here
rings. I
for
was.
two of mine. Because my first one that you were here for was against the Super Packers.
I just joined the league. I joined like week 13, week 14, something like that. Cause something happened with Hustler, and I joined into the Lions. So maybe I did join for your last little ring you had during that era.
Damn, little ring. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
For your last ring.
Is it a pinky ring?
Man, it might have been. Man, I don't even know if it fit on the finger. I think he just had it at the crib.
Yeah,
Couldn't even put it on.
But that the experience helped me go against 2-1 against you in the playoffs this past man. So
Yeah, he went 2-1. He did though, and he's still 2-1 when it comes to rings. This man too. I mean,
Mm.
what can you do about it?
Cash money talk. Okay. All right. So where do we have Jeff landing at in the NFC?
So he's in the NFC. We had pit down the Rams and Saints, but like Seahawks and Bears are still available.
Mm.
It would be between the Seahawks and the Bears.
Yeah,
As of right
absolutely.
now. It just comes down to does Jeff want that NFC North smoke or not?
True.
I
Yeah, it
get,
just depends on how motivated he is.
I get the Falcons. We already said the Falcons got taken.
Yeah, he
Kirk
did.
Yeah.
I think I think he'd go Seahawks. I mean, being in the same division is insane. Like, it'd be a good spot for him to get back on the rise. And the Seahawks are a great team. You got Kenneth Walker, Jason, Jalen Milroe, 2 traded fast corners. I mean, that's a nice squad.
Yeah, that division going to be extremely sweet. It's been like that for like the past 2 Maddens. The NFC West has been sweet the last 2 Maddens.
You hear that, everybody? The NFC West is sweet. So you can go there if you want.
Yeah, it's been like that the last 2 Maddens now. Division is. So if Jeff wanna rise again, wanna rise from the I think that would be his best bet is to go out west.
Okay. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I go Seattle for this pick.
I like it.
Lock it in. So, hey, shout out to Ro, man. He's the league co-founder, main commissioner. We were just talking about his one Super Bowl appearance. He had the Super Packers. I don't know what happened. Like, it's just like that one Madden. Like Ro was on something different. Like, he was playing great. I remember like when I played him in the regular season that year. We had the Super Bowl. I think we had it was like a 6-3 regular season game. Like, I went in that game thinking I was gonna smoke him as usual, and he just was clamping everything. Them Packers were different, man.
Oh yeah, he was my first game when I joined the Row League. He was my first game. Him and all them superstars he had all over the field. He was looking like Willie with the.
I was about to ask.
He had superstars everywhere. I'm like, hey, what the f going on here? I mean, he beat me, but he ain't beat my. So I'm like, you know what? He might not be all that because that Lions team was trash.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be all that. So I just took my lumps, and then I ran that division. Me and Hev. Shout out Hev. He hasn't been in the league in a while.
That's a name right there.
Yeah, shout out Hev. He hit a Hail Mary on me for the win the division, week 18. I never forget. Can't remember the receiver, but I know that I was hurt to my soul when he won that game on me. But that was fun times, man. Back then when I was a Lions, I can't lie. When you just don't know a lot, you just playing the play and not knowing what I know now.
Yeah, but yeah, so Rowe and Hollywood, aka Johnson Bullock, they swap every Madden. They're grandfathered as the Steelers. So Wood had the Steelers last Madden, so Rowe is officially locked in as the Pittsburgh Steelers this next Madden.
Steeler Nation. That's right.
So up next, who do we have here, Willie?
Oh, we got Living the Dream 79, a.k.a. Joe, the Buccaneers user. We got him down as one of our latest user. Well, Hustler's back returning, but yeah, he was one of our newest users. He had one full Madden under his belt. He loves those midnight gym sessions, man. If he's not working, he's out there lifting, And then other than that, he just, getting beat to the sheets by Trill.
It's not just me. Come on, man. It's not me. I'm about to say I'm not the reason why we even have a concede. It wasn't me.
I'm still mad about
true.
that. He didn't quit against you. He let you get your stats when you put 80 plus. But
that is man capping like crazy, man. If you look at the last 4 games I played against Joe, it's been 45-0 every time.
But that first year though, I was like, man, this is
because I'm not a dick. I'm not a dick. just because I know I can do something don't mean I do it.
Did you guys hear that radio noise? That little malfunction? You guys get just looked at.
Just because I know I can do something don't mean I do it. I'm not an asshole. I mean,
I am.
Raven, Raven an asshole, man. I tell you now, don't Don't give him the opportunity. He gonna run it up on you every time.
I'll run up against
Oh yeah,
anybody.
that Ravens definitely running it up on you. But yeah, y'all definitely had my man over there in the headlock giving him noogies.
Well, I felt bad. So when he first joined the league, I told Ro, I was like, "You really don't want to have him like go to the Bengals or something like that?" Because we were trying to figure out the Bengals user too. And I was like, "Because if he comes to this team, he's gonna be in the same division as Trill and I in his first Madden." And I was like, I felt bad for anybody, but especially like a new user to the league, man.
Yeah, he definitely got smoked a lot.
But
Got
hey,
thrown to the wall.
shout out to him for like, he didn't lead the lead. You know what I mean? Like he sticks through it all. So I respect that a lot.
See, if I acted like you, Raven, he probably would have, man. Cause you see, I'll let him. I'm like, man, you can leave at half, and I ain't worried about it. And he'd be like, all right, bet. But man, with you, oh my god, you can't leave. I don't consent to you leaving. And that's you, Raven.
Man,
He said you
I need the
can't.
numbers, man. I need them stats.
He said I need the numbers. I can't leave. You can't
Yes,
leave.
sir. It's like that one
Yeah,
guy
nah,
when
if
I
he
went
was
for 2 all the time. I need the numbers, man.
I gotta start being like you, man. I gotta go for 2 every time. Show no love out here, man. Love get killed out here. Show no
I
love.
don't need to go for 2 anymore. I just block extra points and field goals.
See, that's another reason I gotta go for 2, just to make sure you don't love my extra point. I'd rather take my chances.
What was you gonna say, William?
I forget now. I lost my thought.
Oh,
Anyways, Joe's gonna be in the AFC. I mean, it's Colts or Browns, isn't it?
Pretty much.
yeah, because based off the grandfathers, yeah, that's all you got.
Well, I'm gonna do Joe a favor, and I'm gonna lead him there, and I'm gonna say he might as well take the Colts. I don't think it'll bode well for him if he took the Browns.
It really. I mean, you get to go play with his boy Rodo, man. Play with his
True,
homie.
true. But then he got to go against Mike and Raven
Yeah,
to the non-consenter.
Yeah, did what he did last. Did what he did last, man. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I think the coach would be kind of the obvious choice for him, just based on. I think it's just Jeff, really, like the top based on user, kind of just Jeff out there. You got Bezos. And who we say for the Texans? We said, dang, who did we say? Oh, Noski. Noski. You said Noski. So yeah, it's not really top users out there. So I think he's not. I don't think he'll make no noise or anything. But if he wants the best chance to make noise, that's where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go play with AR.
Or at least try to.
Dang, this puts me in
Yeah, I mean,
another division with a CPU.
nah, man, Ro gonna give him a nice little boost to AR. AR gonna start cooking, man. You just watch. AR gonna ball out.
No, I said I'll be in another division with CPU. No one else in the north. Brown CPU though.
Yeah, have fun with a CPU, Raven, man. I know. I'm tired of the CPU.
Me too. We got another grandfather team. We got Bezo at pick 26. OG user. Horrible GM. What's that all about, Trill?
Man, talking about a straight up trade, X Factor quarterback for superstar quarterback, straight up. He said, you know what? I got an X Factor QB. Let me trade him for a superstar QB with less throw power, and I don't the speed. He probably like had 1 speed higher or something like that. Let me make that trade. So it's like that trade didn't make no sense to me. Like I know KJ was a Super Bowl champion, formerly with the Saints. So I know KJ's a dog.
I think we messed
But I'm
up.
not.
I think we messed up Joe's pick, but keep going.
So I know KJ's a dog as a former Saint. So I guess maybe Bezo thought like that championship DNA that he built from being with the Saints would kind of translate to what he had going on out there in Nashville, but yeah, it definitely didn't show because it was same old out there. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, new Madden with Key now you got Cam Ward, so you ain't got no reason to trade.
Yep.
So I think he gonna do what he do with Cam Ward. I don't think he's gonna make no playoff noise or anything, but he's not a terrible user. He's just not like he's like borderline. He's borderline trying to hit that middle tier user, but he's just not there. Try at least until you make the playoffs.
Yep. So Spaz just said it, and that's what I was gonna say. Joe's NFC, we messed him up. The last pick.
Oh, okay.
When,
Uh,
He just goes Bears.
yeah, I can see that. You're gonna expect the quarterback.
you're not gonna be X Factor for long, but because I mean he like I see like a 75 X Factor, so it's like unless Madden do what Madden do and kind of just let him keep it just because he's younger, I don't think he will keep that X Factor.
Yeah,
But yeah, if we
especially the
do
way
got
this
it,
batting is set up, man. Telling you, man, guys are in line for some regressions.
yeah, yeah. If he's NFC, I'd say Bears. That's the best team he could get.
Yeah, Red mentioned the Rams had two first, but I think Joe's just gonna go for the better team. Yep, and we talked about Bezo, Grandfathers the Titans. So we got Trill's best friend, Rock Eye Scoop, 86, pick 26.
Man, that was funny. That was cute. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Man, we ain't best friends, man. We okay. We on okay terms, you know. But
I, it was just that one situation last man.
man, we gotta talk about
Yeah, we don't gotta
that.
talk about it. But Rock, he's a trade committee VP. He's a no troll in the Mad Lead, and he gave the Spice Boys their nickname. So now that we're back on course, Rock would be an NFC team, and he's kind of pretty much looking at Cardinals, Rams, Saints. So
Think that I mean, the way it's looking, I think the Browns are CPU at this rate and going. So I think Rock might fall for the bait and take the Rams and be like, oh, I'm gonna get a CPU first round pick. I think that's how he would think in that situation.
I agree. I agree with that thought process. You know, Rock definitely likes to draft.
yep, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
He enjoys the off season.
yeah, he he loves the draft quite a bit. He's had success in finding people in the draft, and I think having an opportunity to have two first round picks, that's just a great fit for him.
Yeah. And that division gonna be real sweet. So it's like maybe Rock might make a splash appearance, win that division somehow, sneak into the playoffs. So you never know.
Yeah, he's made the playoffs before. He can do it again.
Yeah, man. You know, it was a long time ago, but he did. He did make the playoffs.
Pick 28. You want to take this one, Will?
Yeah, y'all got my man Hustler back. Y'all call him the Candy Man. He's an original OG member. Yeah, he was away from us for two Maddens, and he lost his grandfather status when he left. I mean, I think you guys can actually speak more. You know, y'all have more information on why he left than I do.
Shit, I don't necessarily. I think he was busy. I don't think he.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I got from that was he was busy. The
Yeah,
why
lots of
he.
stuff going on in real life. So I think he was just he was working a lot. You know, he had family stuff going on. But it was just because like he was busy at work. You know what I mean? So.
Gotcha.
Cause I'm the one who replaced him. It's crazy. It's crazy that worked.
Yeah. So I mean, now he returns and he's at the bottom of the league. Picking wise. I mean, luckily he has Joe. The other guy, the former Spice member, he got his spot. Luckily, because other than that, he'd be picking last behind D.
Yeah, that former name redacted. We got two name redacteds in the
Mm-hmm.
in the history of the league. So he
Yeah,
is
that's why I didn't want to say his name.
name redacted. So he's AFC. So in AFC.
Yeah, he's AFC, so it's Colts or Browns, and I think he'd go Browns.
Yeah, that's the better out of two.
I mean, it's the better out of the two. But just looking at that division, the division wise stacks better to be a Colts than the Browns, just based on how that division is shaping up.
I agree, but I don't think that's something he's going to think about.
That is true, man. These lower tier users do not be thinking that like that, man. They be doing their own thing sometimes.
Well, I
So
mean, he's just going to look at it. He'll be in the same division as Rowe, and then he gets to play me as well, so he'll look forward
he's
to
like,
it.
yeah, man, I get Miles Garrett. Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the Browns pick right there.
I moved him up one since the other pick was grandfathered. He doesn't have to be the last one we talk about tonight.
Man,
You got this, Trill.
we talking about the worst, the bona fide, the worst user in the Row League.
Cemented.
Cause to me, he locked that one down. He definitely. There's no user in the league that we have worse than that boy D Quick. I mean, he was an elite. He's a good troll. He was an elite troll back in the day. He was elite. He kind of fell off a little bit now. He's still not bad as a troll, but he's not. He don't hit the same.
Yeah.
He definitely don't. But he
Expected now.
man. Yeah, man. I know we have Texas boy cheerleader. Man, he a roll league cheerleader because he'll cheerlead for anybody. Texas. He loves switching sides on people. He'll switch up. He'll be like, oh man, Mike. Then he'll ride for me the next day to switch up for no reason. He just likes switching up. So he's a road league cheerleader in my opinion. He's a bandwagon. That solidifies D. He's a certified bandwagon. Whoever's more popular that day, and that's what he's rolling with. But seeing he's NFC, who's our NFC teams left? We got Saints and
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Saints, Cardinals.
I think he'd go with the Saints. He was them before.
He has been the Saints.
But the Cardinals are
It's
better
kind of
team.
Cardinals are the better team, is what I was gonna say. I think the Cardinals are the better team, and I think that division's the South ain't all that ain't crazy either, yo. I think he would go Cardinals just based on the better team. They got a little bit more going for them. 'Cause the Saints just need an overhaul, man. We need to blow everything up in New Orleans or something. It's bad out there.
He said he's definitely going Cardinals.
Yeah, I would say Cardinals because they got a little more to offer.
Yeah. And that's the easy division. I mean, why not? Might as well stay here.
Yeah, it'd be what? Him, Rock, and Jeff number 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, insane. Jeff number 3, yeah. Cardinals.
They're saying to never lose that division.
I mean, he wouldn't lose that division, but Insane's not even the type of user to put a chokehold. I don't think Insane could put a chokehold. I think he would let up. I think Insane would let up.
That'd be kind of crazy how we would have the NFC East and then the NFC West.
I'm just saying though, Insane. I don't think Insane the type of user to chokehold. You be like, oh, you could have a forced win or some shit. You like, oh man, I wasn't really trying that game. He would let up. Insane would let up. Yeah, put in the chokehold.
Got you.
He said that's a lit division.
Yeah, that division would be crazy.
All
I
right,
mean,
go ahead, Will.
no, I was just saying, like, yeah, that definitely would be a fun division, I guess. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see all the antics that go on over there. I mean, there's definitely a lot of force wins because I mean, Jeff gives out a lot of force wins himself.
Yes, yeah, the schedule wars would be hitting, man. Schedule wars in that division.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to ask with all of this now, after we look at what our mock is, you know, what those divisions looking like.
Yeah, so we could do it. So before we go in depth on like each division, not necessarily in depth, but reviewing each one. Um, the last person would be West Dog. He's an OG lead member. He's the oldest lead member. He's not like super old, but I think he's like in his late 50s, maybe early 60s. But that's kind of interesting for our lead. How we have people as young as Car who can't drink, but then we have someone on the other hand that's 60. You know what I mean? Like it's very interesting how we have the diversity in ages in our Madden lead.
Man, it's elderly abuse. Man. I'm saying about Car, man. Gotta be some type of elderly abuse.
Yeah, so based off our mock, let's just go division by division, and we'll start with the NFC East because that's where the person with the first pick, Trill, made his pick. So in NFC East, based off our mock, Trill is locked in as the Giants. That is official. We had Trey Dean as the Cowboys. Then we have Byron as the Eagles. And then we went ahead and threw G Money in as the Commanders. And I think just off rip, if that was if this was to come to fruition, that's the best division hands down.
Yeah, no scheduling errors.
Yeah, that's the best division out there in Road League history, right there. I think that division could easily get like the first ever 4 teams in the same division and making the playoff. Just based on how that goes.
It happened back in the day, but I won't take you guys.
Did it?
Very long.
Yeah, you know I wasn't here for that, so I'm not gonna.
What was it? Only like 8 users?
No, you might have been here for some of it, Trill, but there was a couple of times like that Madden when you joined Trill that the entire AFC North made it. So this is like me and Wood, and I don't remember the other two people, but I remember we consistently. There was like 2 or 3 seasons all 4 of us made it. I'm pretty sure.
All right, man. Let me rephrase it, man. We're gonna have in the modern era. It's gonna be the first time we have 4 people in the same division make the playoffs. Let me rephrase it.
But yeah,
that's definitely gonna be a great division right there.
Yeah, and I think that kind of mirrors real life. Like maybe not as much as it is today, but like the late 2010s, the NFC East was so competitive. And I think the NFC East is one of the better divisions in general. So that would be very nice for competitive reasons just to see a division like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we rotate to the NFC East, or not NFC East, the NFC South. So the NFC South, we have Car with the Panthers. We have Ron with the Buccaneers. We have Boogie with the Falcons. And then the Saints would be CPU. So Car is the best user in the division, in my opinion. But I think Ron's not a bad user. Ron could, have some solid games. For sure. And then, Boogie, we'll see what he does with Atlanta. If this was to, actually be true.
Yeah, that division is gonna be it's definitely not gonna was last match for sure.
Oh, for sure. No more Bijan against the world when Weston running over everybody.
It won't be Bijan parlays if he got him.
Oh, we can take the under.
Man, I'm about to say I can still put my parlay in. It's gonna be the under. So it's a little different.
But yeah, man,
Well,
NFC East or NFC South. I don't know why I keep saying NFC East. NFC South this past Madden, and I mean that was the best division I thought. Maybe not the most competitive in the division, but I think having the two of us made it the best division.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think of nothing touching that. Car could try his best, man. He ain't never replicating what we had in that South.
Mm-mm.
He don't have a partner in crime to really run it like that.
3 of 5
It's
Super
gonna be,
Bowls, represented the NFC in all 5 Super Bowls.
yeah, it's gonna be him versus the world. But he should. I think Car's gonna run that division easily.
Yeah, I agree. And then NFC West, we were just talking about it. So we would have Insane as the 49ers. We would have Jeff number 3 as the Seahawks. And then we would have Rock as the Rams and D as the Cardinals.
You know, it might be crazy. It might be crazy to say. Insane. Like if we had 5 seasons this Madden, Insane's probably gonna get 4 of them. I think Rock gonna get that one. If I had to pick, I think Rock gonna sneak his way to having like a 8 and 9 season and winning that division at least one time.
Man, if that division forms, we are for sure having 3-day advances every advance. It's a guarantee. It'll never be an early advance.
Yeah, them schedule wars gonna be hitting. Yeah,
I find it interesting you say Rock. I feel like Jeff number 3 could have one decent season.
hey, it might be a hot take, man, but I think Rock better than him.
Whoa.
No, I mean all time.
But no,
But
you're
just
talking
based,
about now.
yeah, I'm just talking about now. Like
Right.
now,
Oh,
I think Rock better than him.
okay. Okay. I can't disagree with that. Rock's definitely put on a little bit.
Not a lot, but just enough.
Just a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, just enough.
So then in the NFC North, we have Wood as the Lions, Tony C as the Packers, and then we also have, sorry, I'm going through this, Joe as the Bears, and then, oh yeah, so the Vikings. Who do we have taking the Vikings? Anybody?
Somebody's open. Okay. Man, I'm trying to.
Oh, no, we didn't, because there's still an NFC spot open with Hoodie leaving.
Oh, so that would be a new user.
That'll be the new user then, whoever the new user is.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
Maybe like D or Rock would
if
go.
we had, well, no, because if we had the new user having the pick, somebody's gonna take the Vikings before it gets to that point.
I agree. So that's just something we messed up on our end. So.
But no, no, that's Hoodie. That's Hoodie's fault.
I mean, that is Hoodie's fault, but
Right, but that's the only reason why we glossed over it. Because
Yeah.
I'd say like Rock or D would take the Vikings. Maybe even Boogie would
Yeah.
take the Vikings, but
I think Boogie would stick to the. Well, that division don't really have a top user, so I mean, maybe. Yeah, it's tough to say when you got somebody leaving the league because they didn't get their team. Man, he should have applied for a grandfather. I don't know what to tell you.
Man, the application getting denied every time.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Man, I tell you now, man, nobody was thinking about you when they made their pick, Tom. Man, nobody said, man, I could really hold Hoodie right here. Man, nobody thought about you.
I did.
I could tell you that.
well, the Giants weren't gonna fall that late. They just weren't. They were one of the better teams, I thought.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the Giants than the Commanders. I'll tell you that much for sure. And the Cowboys. And if we're looking at the division alone, it would be Giants or Eagles. But I like the Giants just because they're younger in that defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can definitely cook something in this league with the Giants.
You
I
know,
like the foundation they have.
absolutely, man. I'm gonna try to make something shake. See what we can cook up.
So on the AFC side, in the AFC North, we would have Mike as the Ravens, me as the Bengals, Rowe as the Steelers, and then Hustler as the Browns.
Yeah, it sounds like you and Mike get a couple tune-up games, little tune-up games in,
Mm.
get a feel for what y'all want to do. It's kind of like the NFC South all over again, really. In all
Except,
actuality,
except there is no
no
CPU
CPU,
this year.
no CPU this time, but it's kind of the same a little bit. The two top users beating up on each other, and then in the process, you have some tune-up games in the middle. So it's going to be fun to watching you two go at it. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see what officially happens with the draft Sunday night, but that would be interesting. That's how things shook out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think there's some he has options outside of the Ravens that he's considering?
Um, well, I think there's a decently good chance he goes with the Chiefs. To be honest with you, I don't think the Ravens are the better team, but I don't think he likes Lamar over Mahomes. Because like what you said earlier, Willie, like Lamar has some missed throws in the game, and I agree, and that's kind of like how I feel about Jaden Daniels. Is I feel like their throwing motion sometimes like the way like they play, they just aren't consistent throw to throw. Whereas a player like Mahomes kind of is more on that side. And I mean,
Yeah,
there's always a chance he goes Patriots, but and if he does, cool. But I'd like to see him pick the Patriots because that's his team. But at the same time, I guess I understand him picking a better roster. So, um, but yeah, I'd say it's those three: Ravens, Chiefs, Patriots. But if he doesn't go Ravens, I can tell you all that's where I'm going. I'm going with the Ravens and lock it in.
oh yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
know.
we got that
But
for sure.
if he does go Baltimore, then I've mentioned Cincinnati, but I'm gonna have to now that I know which conference I'm in for sure. I'm gonna have to take a look at some things. So we'll see what happens. Um, AFC East over there, we would have Easy as the Jets, Mbwe as the Bills, Willie as the Dolphins, and then we would have Spaz as the Patriots. So I would say Willie is probably the best user on paper in the division, but that's a pretty solid division. I mean, not like, you know, top, but also not bottom. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And I think the user discrepancy is not as like large. I think it's gonna be a little more competitive. The users we have for that division, it's gonna be a lot of hard fights that go down to the wire. And I mean, I don't think like Willie is the better user out of all three, like all four of them. But I wouldn't necessarily say Willie's locked in to win that division every time either. I think you can have an occasional divisional win for maybe like any of the three. Actually, I don't got a name. Any of the other three could squeeze in a division win.
I agree with that assessment.
Yeah, I did too. It's any given Sunday for sure to have a division.
Yeah.
And then AFC South, we would have Bezos, the Titans, obviously. But the way we have things mocked out, we would have Jeff Jags back in Jacksonville. And then we would also have Noski as the Texans. And then we have the Colts as a CPU team. I mean, I think Jeff runs that division, but Noski could win a year or two.
I mean, we got, I don't know, man, Mr. Vacation. I think those people can win it. That's surprisingly amount of.
And those
Yeah,
people probably get two.
it might be another crazy take, but I mean, Noski might have. I mean, I think him and Jeff will. And you would think they would be like user wise. Jeff is definitely the better team builder. I don't know. Noski might. He might be way closer to Jeff than what y'all would think he would. We talking about just playing on the sticks, playing the game.
I think it just depends on how Noski's feeling that day. He's definitely a good user. He can he can definitely give you a really good rumble with anybody. Um, but yeah, it just comes down to, I think for him it comes down to team building overall. He's not far behind. Like he's not one of those, I would say, like bottom users as far as gameplay go. He's middle of the pack, so like he can beat just about anybody or lose to anybody. But he's solid.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he just got to work on his consistency. I mean, that's the biggest thing for him, working on his consistency. Because I mean, the Texans are the best team. Like starting off, they're the best team in the division. So I mean, overall wise, uh, Jeff's gonna easily catch up to that. So it's just about trying to keep him in check and trying to make it win on the field compared to just winning at.
Yep. AFC West, we would have Calvin as the Chiefs, and then we would have. Dang, we have a wild card in the pick. Shitty as the Chargers, and then Red as the Broncos, and then we would have Westdog grandfather in as the Raiders. So, I mean, Calvin's the best user in that division, I think, for sure. But
Yeah,
I think Red and Shitty are good users to make a wild card spots.
yeah. I mean, they have them. They can make wild card spots, but Calvin's gonna run that division just based on it how it looks just on the mock. Calvin should run that division to the ground. I mean, there should be no way City or Red should win that division.
Yeah, absolutely not. They'll be fighting for second and third.
Yeah, I mean West Dog had this little miracle year, like the very last season. This Madden, like a very very miracle. He went like 8-9, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, like it looked good on paper. Like, oh man, look at West Dog cooking. He ate and see who he played. It's like, man, it's really not impressive. He beating up on the CPU three times. Like Joe. I mean, you beating up on some trash cans.
Mhm.
I mean, I really worry.
Red said, "No way is crazy. No faith."
No fake. I mean, I think Calvin just a head and shoulder. Like Calvin head and shoulders is just better. I mean, that's not me dissing you. That's just what it is. If you can't see it that way, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean Calvin has exhibited, clearly to be better than, those guys on a consistent basis. I mean, he's always in the playoffs. He manages to get playoff wins. I mean, those guys don't have that type of resume or even scratch it.
Hmm.
Yes, I don't know why you talking about no faith. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you had a division with no time.
The
I
best
mean,
team.
you had the best team in the weakest division won at one time. So I mean, it's not a no faith thing. It is what it is.
Yep. Dr. Doolittle. That's who you are.
That's so tough.
And see, I ain't say all that, but
Only thing he do a lot of is trades.
we do a lot of trade. That is true. A
We
lot,
talked
Doctor
about that.
Doolittle.
yeah, a lot of trades.
But yeah, man, I think that was a pretty interesting way the mock draft fell. There's some teams that probably fell later than they actually will, but who knows? I mean, there's some of them I feel pretty good. Like, yeah, this guy is definitely gonna go there, or stuff like that. And I think part of that is because we have some of the people like Carr taking the Panthers really early. Picks like that. It's just gonna make things really interesting. I mean, Trill taking the Giants #1 overall. Like, I said the Giants would be one of the better teams, but them going #1 overall, it's pretty surprising to a lot of people. So,
Yeah, very surprising.
but yeah,
He said, Red said, how is it a weak division? Bukanovsky and Baby Mickey good users. I don't know about good users. They're
solid.
decent. They're decent to solid users. Not, I wouldn't say good users. And it don't matter. It don't change the fact you had the best team, and you still only won a Division One. Like that doesn't change anything, no matter how you try to slice it. And that division was the weakest division. There's no debate about that. You can ask Noski and M1 what division was the worst. Now you wanna know the answer, man. You know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's
Right.
over. It's a new Madden now. Let it go.
Water under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Got a chance to do more in 26.
so
Yeah, new Madden.
Sunday night, we'll have picks 2 through 10 live on the Twitch channel. We'll be live. Those picks have already been mentioned within the Discord. In terms of like the order and the times. But yeah, each person will have 10 minutes, and I think it's going to be really exciting to see how it shakes out. And then all the rest of the picks will be the following Sunday.
Sure, man. We gonna see who about it and who not about it, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to get Red's first message. It got censored, so I was trying to allow it. That's what. But yeah, you guys got any final remarks?
I like to say, I wish everybody the best going forward. This Madden is definitely EA has definitely added some new wrinkles that I hope you guys are paying attention to. Because if
For
not,
sure. Different game.
yeah, I feel bad for you guys that are just pick up and play guys, or want to claim that you're a pick up and play guy. I feel bad. So good luck.
I would say the same. Like the new Madden is a new chance, an opportunity. That's all. That's all you need to. I wasn't the best user. Like, it is what you just gotta build your opportunities and just strike. That's all. That's all it ever is. So have a good Madden.
Like Willie said, take your lumps.
Absolutely. At least I have a little bit more preparation in how you move. You can't just be doing trades or signing people. You can't just be doing stuff to do it. You gotta have some thought behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And we not holding no captives here. I mean, for all the guys that complain about the game being trash or whatever, like, ain't nobody really trying to hear that going into Madden 26, because guess what? You bought the game, buddy. So deal with being trash. Deal with the game being trash, because it ain't really the game, it's you.
Speaking of buying the game, hey Trill, did D buy you the game?
He gave me the money to buy the game.
Okay.
So
Hey,
that's
shout out to
that's
D for
good.
being a
Shout
man
out
of his
D.
word.
It took like 7 to 8 months before but he finally did it though. I don't
I'd
even want
like
to
to
get
know,
in.
did either of y'all, I know you had the game early, Raven, but I wonder if anybody out there in the league has caught the game when it went 50% off.
That's what I did.
Okay, smart man.
It went 50% off for like kickoff
Yeah.
weekend.
It went 50% off for after Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, that's what I did.
For that whole week, from Labor Day weekend to the following weekend, it was 50% off.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, because I bought it when I got college, when college came out, because I was like, I can get both games for like $145. You know, each game's gonna be 70 on their own. I was like, I'll go pay it. Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I did last year. I got a college in Madden. I did the MVP little thing, so I had both of them. But I mean, I think Rivals kind of owed it because it's like this year it was like I was playing Rivals so much. It's like I'm not really gonna play college. I don't
Yeah,
really think so.
yeah,
So I didn't do it.
yeah. And I was like super busy with work over the summer, so I I haven't felt like I've got my money's worth out of the games yet. So, but I'll get my money's worth out of Madden for sure. College to be seen.
Yeah. I'm gonna get college eventually, but
I
no
mean,
time soon.
yeah, I
No time
mean,
soon.
probably around Christmas time it'll be on Game Pass. So
Yeah. 2K
2K's
taking up my
back.
time. Yeah, 2K
Yeah,
taking my
I
time.
might have to hop on 2K. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, actually, a solid game. They finally made a solid game. It took a while, but
It's
they
back.
finally did it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of the RoShow Football Network podcast. Like I said, we'll be live Sunday night. Go and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, have a good night.
See y'all
Hey,
later.
hey, Red, don't be like that, man.
Yeah. Hashtag join the crew. Hashtag join Waddle Boys.
Hashtag join the crew, man. For any 2K heads out there.
Thank you for listening to the RoShow League Podcast Network.